Chelsea are world champs.
World champions.
You lot are already world champions.
Chelsea are Club World Cup champions.
Chelsea are champions of the world.
World champions.
World champions, guys.
Chelsea, congratulations.
World fucking champions.
You have won everything in world football.
Yeah, world champions for 4 years.
Everything in club football.
You're the world champions.
World champions.
You are the world champions.
World champions, yeah. I'm not gonna be one of them like saying, yo, like there's a Tim Pot trophy. It's a pre-season trophy, bro. It's a Club World Cup, man. See the size of that trophy, bro.
Chelsea are gonna have a stamp on their chest for 4 years saying world champions.
They're gonna have Club World Cup winners for 4 years.
4 fucking years saying world champions.
You like, I tried to downplay it like the Mad Wake thing, you get me? But you comes to a point when you're like, you know what, blood? Man can't even like. If they did a parade, yeah, man can't even knock it. You get me?
World champions.
The champions of the world.
They are the club world champions.
Chelsea are Club World Cup champions.
The best team in the world is now Chelsea Football Club.
Champions of the world.
Chelsea are world champions now. Whatever you want to say about them.
They're going to be world champs for the next 4 years.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to be there 4 years time.
World champions at Chelsea Football Club.
Chelsea FC champions of the world.
My name is Troops. And I am the wise man. And I would like to introduce the reigning, defending, undisputed, undefeated world champion, Carefree Lewis G.
Yes, guys, big up every single one of you. We are back live. Shout out to chat. Big up to you, man, for being patient. We're literally just catching up. So that's why we're running late. But you guys also know where you are. And you know that we're always late. So big up to everyone that still waited. Shout out to chat. Big up to everybody that joined from the Lee raid. Appreciate that as well. Shout out to Abdias, who's been a member for 20 months. Big up Lewis and Lee. Big up my G. Big up every single one of you that's in here. And finally, we are back for Chelsea versus Arsenal because I feel like we left the last game on a bit of a cliffhanger. Neither one of us got the result that we wanted because we went down to 10 men. We never know if we would have got the result 11v11, but we get to find out properly tomorrow. Big match for both of us because obviously we know with Arsenal, these men ain't won a trophy in how long? For us, everything's fucking changed since the last time we played. We've got 1 league win ever since then. My league season's basically in the bin, and now all I care about is the cup. So this is one of the few games that I'm actually going to have a personal investment in. But before we get into that, shout out to Will as well, saying big up Lewis. Need to win tomorrow. You already know what it is. Come on, by G. And first off, Lee, welcome back to the channel, bro. I hope you're well. Hope everything's good.
Nah, happy New Year, man. Big up for the invite. Appreciate you having me on. That intro jars me. Every time I watch your channel, I have to skip that. Yeah, I can't lie.
I hear it.
It is jarring. It is jarring. I'm glad that you ain't got me clips up on that. So that's all good.
You might have missed the start. You might have missed the start.
I did miss the start. Am I clips up on it?
yeah, you are.
Ah, for God's sake. I can't even delete it. Even if I delete it my end, you've already got it.
Yeah, all I need is Robbie and Turkish now, and I think we're good. Just that too. But yeah, how you been, man? How's life been? How's life been following Arsenal ever since the last time we played? Because it's been a tale of 2 different stories for both of us. You lot got 8 wins in 9. We've got about 3 wins, and they're against Everton, Cardiff, and Charlton. So there's been a bit of a different turnaround for both of us. But how have you been? How's life been following Arsenal over the last month?
Well, kind of stress-free, but stressy at the same time. Like we're nearly good, Lewis. We're nearly good. Yeah, it's like own goals and set pieces are going to dry up at some point, mate. So we need to find the way. Our attack stinks. Yeah, like people can blame Gyökeres all they like and take the piss out of Gyökeres, but what did Jesus do at the weekend? Apart from keep tripping over the ball. Yeah, 29 came on at the weekend. Oh, it was a nice 20-minute cameo. No, it wasn't. He did nothing. Yeah,
I'm glad you saw that at least.
Yeah, Mikel Merino. They had we did this on a podcast the other week, me and the lads on a Monday, and we went through the average position of our striker, the touch map of our strikers, whether it's Marino, or Gyökeres at that point, That was before Gabby and 29 were back. Bro, their average position is CM or DM when we're in attack. Saka's the only one who's actually forward. Gyökeres at one point was like playing DM. His average touch map was DM. Now, people say he ain't making the runs. Yes, he is. We don't find him. Same when it's Jesus at the weekend. He made good runs. Nobody found him. Our captain slows everything
It's
down.
the right sort of runs, though, because it just feels like he's playing a completely different game to the rest of your squad. I've been saying that with Troops most of the time on Back Again. Looks like he's still playing for Sporting, and the rest of the Arsenal team's just playing the Arsenal way that they do under Arteta. But it's been like about 5 months now, and there still doesn't seem like any sort of cohesion between him and the rest of the team.
That's because the way we play football, unfortunately, don't suit him. It don't suit a striker. If we had Harry Kane, he'd be the perfect striker for us. Because he can drop deep, he can link play, he can find a pass. None of the strikers we've got are suited to playing for this team. None of them. If Gyökeres played for Aston Villa, I'd say they'd be favourites to win the league.
I hear that, but I've always thought Gyökeres suits the more transitional team. That's why when I looked at the transfer to you guys, I already was like looking at it a little bit sideways. Then you look at the fact he was scoring most of his goals against the team lower down the table in the Portuguese league, and now you look at him at Chelsea and at Arsenal, and he's scoring against Angers Forest, he's scoring against fucking Leeds, he's scoring against Burnley, all of these guys. Shout out Daniel as well for the 5 memberships. If you got a membership from him, give thanks to Daniel. Shout out my G. But back to that. So he's only scoring against the teams lower down the table. The touch is still looking crazy. He's not really showing any sort of cohesion with his other wingers. How much of it is just the way the team plays, and how much of it is just him? Because it's starting to look like, he just might not be built for playing in the Prem unless it's a transitional side.
Yeah, bro. When we signed him, we know like most of the time he's going back that way towards his own goal. His touch map, is DM and CM. DM and CM, his average touch map. He's running 2 kilometers more per game for our club than he did at Sporting. Make that make sense. Where's he running to? Running back that way. He's not running off the shoulder going towards their goal. This is the same with Jesus. This is the same with Mikel Marino. It's the same with 29. It's not just him. When you've got players like any of our wingers, pick any winger. Bro, when did you see him first time cross the ball across the front of goal? He's used to being off the shoulder, making the run. But now he's trying to adapt. They're still doing what they're doing. They're going to drop the shoulder, cut back in, and then cross the ball. A floaty one. Bro,
but you're naturally going to get that with the wingers that you got, because they got to bring it onto their left side.
Thank you, because we play inverted wingers. Now, when Saka whips the ball across the front of the goal the other day, first time, well, he ain't expecting that. So now he's static, he's stood still. And then everyone's going, oh, look, he didn't make the run. Bro, when he makes the run, nobody passes to him. Then when he don't make the run, it's his fault. I swear down, if this guy leaves and goes to Aston Villa, Tottenham, even Chelsea, I swear, or even Liverpool, I swear down that guy.
We got our own problems with Delap, and they seem very similar.
I think he'd slap at some of these other clubs.
Some of them, like if an Aston Villa, I could hear it because he's going to get more space to play in behind with, and because they play on the break a little bit more. Going to Arsenal, like you've got to be a lot more tidier on the ball. You've got to be a lot better in terms of trapping the ball, in terms of being able to contribute and build up. And he don't seem to be able to do any of those. He's not dominant in the air. He doesn't seem to be like great physically. It just don't seem to be enough. And I just think like you've gone and got another striker that doesn't seem to be enough to put you across the line. I'm just looking at Burton. I'm thinking like, was this really the right move for you then in that case? Maybe you should be in the spotlight a little bit more.
Yeah, but this is the thing, like he's our top scorer, Lewis. And the way people are going on at him, he's our top scorer on 5 league goals. Well, what about the rest of them? That's what I'm saying. What about the rest of them?
But he was meant to be the difference in terms of goals. We already know the rest of your forward line ain't really all that. Like Trossard's had a good season. I'll give him credit for that. He's done his thing.
He's on 5.
has he had more minutes or less? Because he came back off an injury start the season, right? Am I wrong?
The same. Yeah, there or thereabouts the same.
So he's not had a big injury.
No, he's been fit most of the season. To be fair. Yeah, but this is the thing. Yeah,
more in build up.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Yeah, it's like I look at it. Yeah, and I'm like, the way we play football is not suited to an out-and-out striker. He's an out-and-out striker. He's an off-the-shoulder striker. Yeah, which is why
you got to look at Berta for bringing him in.
Yeah, but I know why Berta brought him in. I know why Berta brought Eze in. I know why he brought Madueke in. Yeah, this manager didn't want all three of them. Yeah, let's be real with it. Yeah, how does Madueke go and score a banger against Bruges, score a second goal, and then not touch pitch for 2.5 games? How? Make that make sense. Yeah, how does Eze score a hat trick against Tottenham and not see a game for 2-3 games? How?
He got dropped after that Villa game, right?
Yeah, he's telling the board, yeah, I'm doing it my way. But I brought them 3 players in, yeah, right. Eze's been awful. Madueke, he runs past players. Yeah, cool. Whoopie do. What's his end product? Oh, but it's different to Saka being robotic, so it looks better because he can skip past players. Yeah. Ultimately, Saka's got better end product. Yeah, that's why Saka's star boy. Yeah, but Madueke will get you off. Oh, he's cooked. He's cooked. Yeah, and ultimately, he cuts it back to nobody. Yeah, because the striker's now made the forward run, thinking he's going to whip it across the box, and it's so disjointed. Yeah, our top goal scorer is on 5 league goals. We've got 2 of them. Yeah, Trossard
and goals like your second or third highest goal scorer.
So I'm saying Gabby Magalhaes is up there as well. Yeah, like Lewis, the whole thing. Yeah.
So are we saying it's more of a coaching problem than these individuals?
It's a system problem. It's a system problem. I'll give you an example. The other day when we played Bournemouth, yeah, Zubimendi put a forward pass over the top. Yeah, first time he's done that for a minute, by the way. Yeah, and I thought it was Jesus up there. And he whips it around the corner to Madueke. Yeah, and I'm like, what a touch and a pass. He took it down, whipped it around the corner to Madueke. It was Timber. Why is Timber in the penalty box on an attack? Where's Jesus? Yeah, bro, I swear down. Our defenders attack, yeah, and our attackers defend. It's all back to front, Lewis. Yeah, the fact we're top is a miracle. Yeah, because we're not that good. Yeah, we're not that good. Listen, we've been the best team in the league, hence why we're top. Yeah, but at the same time, yeah,
the league is rubbed out. We've been saying that for years.
But the fact Brentford are 5th tells you all you need to know. The fact Liverpool are 4th. Yeah,
and bro, Brentford are fucking above us, man. They were meant to be going down. And they brought in a better striker than I've seen Chelsea bring in years.
Well, you were supposed to be in a title race a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. From the
now
last
you're about
time
15 behind.
We were second in the league, 8 wins out of 10. I was gassed. I believe we could be going for the title. From then on, we've won 1 league game. 1 league match since then. The only other games we've won are Charlton and Cardiff, right? It's been fucking peak. It's been such a shit month and a bit, bruv. But how have you made of Chelsea, like, since then? Because there's no point of talking about Chelsea before. We ain't even got the same manager. There's not even a damn point about that. What have you made about Chelsea since the 1-1?
Well, listen, you did this last year, yeah? Your manager, Maresca, came out and said, we're not in a title race. Yeah, and he fell off a cliff. Yeah, and then you've done the same shit this time at the same time. Yeah, and he won 2 trophies. Well done to him. I wish I could see trophies. Yeah, but at the same time, yeah, you've now hired Matisse Armani as your manager, bro. Yeah, like your club has turned into the blue Arsenal. I keep telling everyone this. And the more people keep accepting it,
getting the trophy drought, I hear it. Until then, I have to just I can't.
Yeah, but you haven't won the domestic trophy for 8 years.
I know, but we got every European trophy in that point. So at least we're winning something. That's why my only aim for this season is now win a trophy. I don't care about the league. Top 4 was never my target. If we get top 4, I'm not celebrating. Last season, that was fine because that was progress. This season, it's not progress. It's stagnation. We're now sitting here about 13 points off of 3rd. That's ridiculous. The bare minimum for this season was meant to be about keeping track with the top 3 at a minimum. If you're not deep into the title race, here we are, 13 points off 3rd. We're now below Villa. I think we're below United, and the worst Liverpool team in about a decade. It's been pathetic. And Maresca does take part of the blame, just like the fucking players do. But recruitment's just put us in this position. And it was probably naive as fuck of me to think that even in spite of that, Maresca might be the difference of us being in a title race. But I always said after we get top 4, that should be what the aim should be. Because once you get top 4, you shouldn't be thinking about that again. Instead, what do we do? We're briefing, go for top 4 and the deep run in the cups. Not even win a cup, a deep run.
Yeah, but the thing is, Lewis, yeah, it's all known and good. And listen, yeah, Arsenal smashed the stadium down to be like your club, right? Right, and you have cleaned up in Europe and you keep winning trophies, yeah, right. But at the same time, domestically, you've been awful, yeah, and you have been for 8 years. Yeah, so it's like it's all well and good being like winning, nicking trophies here and there, which is the aim of the game, of course, yeah, right. But at the same time, if you don't win a domestic trophy soon, mate, you're going to be sat there, bro. My club ain't won the League Cup for what, since '93. We ain't won the FA Cup since 2020. Yeah, we ain't won the league since 04. You'll be touching these areas soon. Yeah, and you ain't going to be winning that Club World Cup anytime soon. Keep hold of that because you ain't winning it again next time. Let's be real.
Well, we got to qualify for that again. You don't get in for being winners yet. But no, even then, like if we get through that, that's in the back door. I want us to do it the right way. Go win another Champions League. That's the way it should be done. But look, I hear it.
Even if you qualify, yeah.
What was that?
I was going to say, even if you qualify, yeah, right, for the next Club World Cup, right? Let's say you go and win the league somehow, some way this season. It goes off for the 4 years, doesn't it? Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Right. So it's Champions League and League, I think, right?
No, just the Champions League, so and then coefficient is based after that. That's how the likes of Salzburg got in.
So if you go and win the Champions League this season, somehow scam your way to a Champions League again, right? But then Arsenal go and win the next Champions League, yeah, and then Man City win the one after that. You ain't qualifying unless you ain't qualifying for that Club World Cup because only two.
Like Champions League's automatically qualified regardless of country.
Yeah, but it's only 2 from each country.
No,
the only way you can scam your way in. The only way you can scam your way in is if they give you a blight and say you have to retain your title.
The Champions League, the Champions League entries aren't dependent on like the amount. 4 English teams could win it. All 4 of them would go in. It's about the coefficient spots. The coefficient spots, another English team can't get in if 2 English teams are already in there based off the Champions League. But the Champions League is just a guaranteed entry. You win the champs, you're guaranteed in there.
I'm pretty sure there's only 2 in it.
There was only 2 because City and Chelsea only won those 2. So then 2 English sides, no other English team's going to get in off coefficient. Otherwise, you guys would have probably got in and Liverpool definitely would have.
Interesting.
So as long as you win a champ, you're in there, guaranteed.
So
that's why, like, when you guys got knocked out against Bayern Munich, Fabrizio put a tweet out saying Arsenal confirmed cannot get into the Club World Cup because you had to win champs to do it. You couldn't get in off the coefficient.
Oh, that's mad. That's mad. Yeah. I thought it was only 2 teams. Yeah, right. So if you win the champs this season, then we go and win it next season, and City win it the year after, and then Bayern win it the year after. That's 3 English teams out of the 4 in that cycle.
Bayern wouldn't make it in that one. PSG have already qualified off the last one, so it'd be PSG and the 3 English sides.
Yo, that's crazy. I thought it was okay. Okay.
No, I get why, because like they said 2 teams, but that's with the coefficients in mind.
Oh, that's crazy.
So like we got to win another champs to get back in, and like Chelsea just got to get back to that point. But I don't know. Wagwan for Rafinha. Like I said, Maresca was lucky that he came in after Pochettino, and the bar was so low, and the squad was already built enough to get top 4, which was the target at the time. That I expect you to go get top 4. I believe you're going to do it anyway. With Rafinha, I'm not looking for that. I'm looking to see a Chelsea team that I believe can go for a title. Obviously not this season because it's over and done with. But you still would like to see Chelsea play at a form level of that. And I don't know anything to go off with this guy. I'm not going to like look at 10, 20 minutes of analysis about his style of play at Strasbourg and think, yeah, I get why we brought him in. I need to see how he can handle the step up to Chelsea. I don't know how he's going to do that. I'll give you a chance. The same way I'll give every manager a chance. Like, you've got time until you show me that you're a detriment to my club. But
how long is that though? So let's say he loses the next 5 games. Is that enough time?
If he loses the next 5, fuck that, man. Fuck that.
So that's him gone.
It won't be him gone, but I'll have no faith or belief in him if that happens. Because you've just come in and lost 5 on the well, 1-1 and lost 5 off the bounce. What am I meant to go off with that? You're not going to see me telling people, give him time and everything. It's like, you've lost 5 in a row already. The fuck? The thing is that I just already don't have this belief. I'm not going to sit here and tell people to believe in him. I'm just going to say that there's no point in being manager out from minute 1 in this scenario when all it is just another person that Igbali can hide behind. Fuck that. If Rosenior don't work out and he hits that sort of form, crash it on Igbali. Forget crashing it on the manager because that's not going to change nothing. I said with the whole Maresca debate, if Enzo Maresca goes, you are not getting a proven upgrade. If you were telling me Enrique is coming through the door, Maresca, yo, big up, you can go. If you're telling me we're taking a punt at Jurgen Klopp and he wants the Chelsea job, Maresca, big up. But we're not. It was always going to be a Rosenior. So now here we are. Rosenior, I hope you do well. I'm not going to pretend I believe it. I hope you do well. That's all I can say with him.
Do you think he will though?
I
don't think he will.
I got nothing to go off. Nothing to go off.
You can go off a whole city where he got sacked. He got sacked at whole city and he went 1-8 at Strasbourg.
Yeah, 1-8 or 2-9 or something like that. His record was garbage before he joined us anyway. So it's like, what am I meant to go off? Except just the players that I have, and he might just get the best out of them. He might motivate them a bit more because I'm hearing one of the best things he's good at is man management and everything. But there's still not enough for me to go off. It's like the whole Gallagher stuff where he's great off the ball and all of that. It's all right, cool. How good are you tactically? And I'm going to find out this week because it's baptism by fire. You got 2 London derbies back to back. You're facing an informed Brentford side that are above us in the table, and you lot are coming to the bridge. We ain't beat you at home since 2018. It's a great chance for you to build yourself with Chelsea fans very quickly, but yo, you gotta do it. And like, if you ask me to put money on it, no, I ain't doing that shit. Fuck that.
See, this is the thing. Yeah? It's like whenever we play you lot, yeah, like it doesn't matter how shit you lot are or how shit we are, yeah, it doesn't always go to plan, innit? It's like you came to the Emirates, we weighed you in 5-0. Yeah, I can't. I can't remember the last time we bagged 5 past you. Actually, I can. It was at the bridge. Van Persie had
5-3. Yeah.
Yeah, but look how far back that is. Yeah, but it's like normally these games end in a draw. Even when we had Henry and all that, and you had Czech, like, and he scored the quick free kick against him, that ended 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's there's something about your football club, yeah, like that you just somehow scam. It's similar to Man United, but the scams have run out in the end. Yeah, it's like they've been done for fraud, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Like, whereas Chelsea, they still have that scam limit there attached to them. Like when we played you last year and Neto equalised. Yeah, it was like out of nothing, bro.
Yeah, you guys fell asleep for a second and he just like had a rare good shot.
Oh, yeah, a little bit like me when I got pickpocketed in Barca. I fell asleep for a second and a load of Moroccans nicked my phone, bruv.
Fuck. No, but what was it? I was going to say, that's why I think there could be a chance of something because Arteta don't really know what to expect with Rosenior. And I also kind of think like, I expect him to play for a draw because that's exactly what you guys did the last time he played us. And like looking at you guys against the big 6 sides, bar Tottenham, I don't think you've had a good big 6 performance. United, they were apparently the better team. You guys couldn't beat us down to 10 men.
Yeah. Both games against Liverpool, we didn't even try and win the game.
Nothing. I didn't even do a hate watch for the last one. I expected a 0-0. And even that at home, with you lot playing pragmatic, with you lot playing to try and conserve possession, with you lot not committing a lot of bodies forward, especially with you doing it down to 10 men against us, I just think you're going to do it again. And that might work to our advantage.
This This manager's so shook of getting fucking beaten, bro. It's jarring. Yeah, it's like against Liverpool, we didn't even try and attack him in the second half. Yeah, did you watch the Classico the other night?
Caught the second half.
Thank you. That second half when they were 3-2 down, did they even look like they were trying to attack Real Madrid? Like Madrid, did they even look like they bothered? They were losing the fucking final to Barca, bro. They didn't even try. That was us against
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
They were getting caught out a ton of times.
That was us against Liverpool.
That's been you lot in most Big Six matches, and I just think you're going to approach this the same way. A lot of your fans talk about this game the same way. But we're going to take the draw, and then we'll see you at the Emirates. I think, well, okay, well, number one, that's a very big change of energy from November. All the Arsenal fans were saying they were going to walk through us. Like it was going to be a dog war. Now they're saying we'll take a draw, we'll see you at the Emirates. But second of all, Arsenal as a club, I believe, are going to have this mindset. And that's a problem for you lot, because you could dead us in the first leg. You should be qualified enough to do that, especially seeing as we literally have a rookie manager in the dugout that's done less than Enzo Maresca's done. But you're not going to take that advantage. And I'm just hoping we take that advantage instead. Because if you lot are going to sit back against us and Reece James still managed to dominate the midfield without Caicedo next to him, that says to me we can dominate the midfield again. And then it just comes back to my forwards. What's my forwards going to be like? Can Esteval keep the shots on target? Because
no, he's not even going to start, bro. That guy's trash. He's rubbish, bro. Sorry to upset your chat. Yeah, that guy is trash. Yeah, he's rubbish.
That might be famous last words still. Because he still managed to get a couple of shots on last game. He just lost all of his composure.
That's why he's trash. That's why he's trash.
No, but he's not always like that, though. That's why it shocked me. First off, I was in the ground like, yo, Esteval, what one, man? You just come off a near man of the match level performance against Barca. Like, composure, lad.
But that got you all giddy.
Down.
I'm echoing, bro. I can hear myself back. Can I hear myself back now? No, I can't. I said Lee's chatting shit. How am I chatting shit? The guy's not good, bro. Yeah, the guy can run quick. Yeah, he's got no composure. Everything that people tell me about Savić, yeah, like they say, oh, he's trash, he's this and that. Because he scored against Barcelona, your fan base went into delirium. Yeah, oh, he's better than Lamine Yamal. No, he's not. I'm still echoing.
Yeah,
I'll come out and come back in. Yeah, I can still hear feedback. Yeah, I'll come out and come back in.
No worries, bro. No worries. Are you, man? Is my mic good, by the way? Because it better not be this fucking shit. Better not be my mic playing out again. Let me know, guys. Big up every single one of you that's locked in, though. Shout out to AK saying 3-1 Chelsea will destroy them bottlers. I'm hoping it's a 1-0 or a 2-1 thing, but I don't think there's going to be a lot of goals in between both sides. Big up to Cameron saying Saka's stats in the last year or so are very much giving left-back stats. If you know, you know. Brothers, I think he's averaging about 8 GA or something like that. And shout out to Rick. Actually, no, I'll hold that one for when Lee comes back, seeing as that one's addressed to him. But yeah, big up you guys. Lee's going to be back in a little second. I don't know whose mic that was, but it might not be mine, seeing as the fact that the chat's not screaming about how bad the mic quality was. Yeah, MUFC, I don't blame you for seeing a 2-2. A lot of men see a draw in general. I'm just hoping because no one really knows what Rafinha's on, like he might produce a shock, or these players might. And like I don't think we're going to play with the handbrake on like we've done a lot of times under Enzo Maresca in the last month or so. I'm saying 2-1 Chelsea, getting a couple of 2-1 Chelseas. John Morstan, let me collect the clips, bro. Play the long game. Play the long game. Now, and it's not just on hope. It's also the fact that I don't believe you lot are going to play to kill us. You guys are going to play for a draw. And I don't think that's the smartest move. Big up, Lee. How's the...
Hopefully that's better. That's better. Miles better.
Lovely shit.
No, do you know what it is here?
Your fans... no composure stuff. I'm not with. That's just off the Arsenal game.
No. Your fans here have hyped this guy up like he's the second coming of Lamine Yamal, bro. He's not. He had a good game against Barca. Yeah, and you fully deserve to wallop them. You had 3 goals disallowed in that game as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you battered them. Yeah, I still think Barca will win the champs, by the way.
Bro, he's been our best forward in the Champions League. I think he's still a highest goal scorer in the Champions League.
So why is he not playing in the Prem?
Don't know. I think it's because of the amount of minutes that he played in Brazil, but I also don't agree with that. Like, you've rested him enough. And then he also had a muscular injury, I think, after the Leeds game, and that kept him out for about 3 or 4 weeks after that. So that also was compounded as well. Yeah, but a lot of it's come down to the amount of minutes he's played at 17. Now, I hear that, but like that's also how like these players end up declining earlier. We've seen a lot of the charts about all the players that have had the most minutes around the ages of 17 to 20. They're usually done out by the ages of 27 to 30. So I think with that in mind, these guys are just wrapping up Esteval in cotton wool. Then you've got the muscular injury on top, so you barely see him through the Christmas period. But that's no like slight on his ability. He's had some ups and downs, but for the most part, for what he's doing in his first season in England, it's been very decent. It's been very decent.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it. You're acting like a top blue right now. Oh no,
I'll
be real. You watch Chelsea.
If I said that, I would have been like, he's clear of your mall. Yeah, bro, he got dunked on, all that shit. But no, like, I'm not doing these Yamal debates. But I just think, like, for the age, for what you've done in your first season in the Prem, for what you're doing in the Champions League, your first season in the Champs, it's good. It's a great start.
Who you played in the Champs? He had a great performance against Barca. I can't even lie.
Barca, Ajax. He bagged against Carabao, and
I watched that.
Bayern, he barely played. Maresca brought him on too late.
Oh, you got lucky in that Carabao game. Yeah, that Garnacho equaliser was sick as well, but he got lucky because he tried to Travella it and the defender fucking baby-legged, like baby giraffe, and it bounced back and then he banged it in. Yeah, you got lucky.
Anything Garnacho does is usually lucky. I saw this.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, all your wingers, yeah. The only winger I rate at your club is Neto. The rest of them, I don't rate any of them. Yeah, this Esteval hype.
I don't know how you rate Neto but not Esteval.
Because Esteval is not it, bro. I'm telling you, Lewis. You'll see it in 2-3 years' time from now.
What's Neto got over Esteval other than like defensive work rate?
Well, he's more direct, number one. Yeah, he's got better composure. Yeah, he does
not. No, he does not.
He's got better composure. That Esteval, right? You see the chances Esteval had against us, yeah, in the game last time. If that's Neto, he scores. The first chance was spanked over the bar. Neto scores.
Do you know how inconsistent Neto's shooting is?
Neto's been shit.
It's actually improved a bit this season because he's getting better numbers, but he's still so incredibly frustrating. I liken him to Willian in his last few years at Chelsea, with worse dribbling.
Willian's in
build-up is much better.
Yeah, no, I hear that. Yeah, but Willian's a better footballer than both of them. Let's just be real with it. Yeah, but at the same time, Willian's a better footballer than both of them. Now, let's just be real. Willian was cold. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, since Neto has been at your club, he's been shit. Yeah, he's been shit. Yeah, Neto. But at the same time, bro, he's light years clear of Esteval. Light years clear. This Esteval, yeah, has come with all the Brazilian hype. If he wasn't Brazilian, yeah, right. If he wasn't Brazilian, nobody would rate him. Yeah, they wouldn't rate him, bro. Yeah, they would not rate him.
I get all of this, but like Esteval's actually shown himself in games. He's shown his technical quality. His ball striking is better than Neto, by the way. Dead ass better than him. He hits a ball better than Neto does.
I disagree.
The crossing, I'll give Neto the benefit of the doubt that sometimes not anyone's there, but it's also so inconsistent.
Everyone making,
Esteval clears him at the age of 18 in terms of decision making. He clears him on that metric. Neto will do fucking jinky ma jink, cross the ball after another 15 seconds of jinking.
Neto's been frustrating at your club, but every single one of your wingers has been frustrating. Yeah, same at Man City, by the way. Same at Arsenal, by the way.
Crazy it is that Esteval, he's already come in and cleared our wingers. Already.
I don't see it. You obviously watch Chelsea more than I do, yeah? But like for me, it's no coincidence that Pep can't get a tune out of any wingers. There's no coincidence that Arteta can't get a tune out of any wingers. Yeah, and recently, yeah, and it's no coincidence that Maresca couldn't get a tune out of any of your wingers. Yeah, all three of them, or them two, the latter two, are Pep students, bruv. Yeah, now you go and have a look at Vincent Kompany and go and have a look at what Elise's doing. Yeah, look at what Cole's doing. That Cole is unreal, bruv. Yeah. So when you go and have a look at Kompany, but then people go, oh, but that's a shit league. Okay, cool. It might be a shit league. It's still relative to the competition they're playing. They can still do it in the champs, and they're one of the favourites. Yeah, and he's getting a tune out of his forwards. It helps when you have Harry Kane up front. Yeah, and he can drop into midfield and he can spray the passes and all that. Yeah, but they play with freedom. Yeah, at least they can go left and right. Yeah, and he has the composure. Yeah, Esteval, Neto, Gittins is trash. That is one of the worst fucking wingers I've ever seen in my life, by the way. Yeah. Then you go and have a look at Man City. Bernardo, Man City fans want him dropped. I don't even know why he's still there, bro. Like, he's wanting to leave for 5 years, and he ain't a winger. He ain't a winger. Let's be real. But he's mad techie. Yeah. Then you look at Savio. Then you look at Semenyo, who's just joined. Yeah. Now you go and have a look at previous Pep teams. Sane, Sterling. Yeah, like, bro, he used to let him. He used to help when you had fucking Kevin De Bruyne, Aguero, and all these men playing. Yeah, it was a better team. Now everything's all about keep possession, keep the ball, don't make the risky pass. Yeah, and it's no coincidence that Arsenal do this and Chelsea did that with Maresca. Yeah, now they're caught in two minds. Do I attack this player? Because if I lose the ball, I could get hooked here. Same with Garnacho. He's direct. Yeah, but again, his decision making shit. Most of these wingers for our clubs have got shit decision making. The only one that stands out for my club is Saka, and for the last 12, 18 months, he's been dog shit. And the only reason he stands out is because he gets GA.
This is my point. Even with Maresca, Esteval's been able to stand out like this under Maresca. You talk about the amount of minutes he's played. He probably should have played more. I hear all of that. But he's walked in, and 80% of Chelsea fans, if not more, I'll leave that amount because there might be a percentage that says otherwise. But I believe 80% of Chelsea fans, if not more, would say Esteval is our best best winger right now. And
yeah, but that's why I said months ago that Chelsea online fans have turned into Arsenal. Yeah, you're the blue Arsenal. I said that to you. When,
but we can only go off what we've seen. He's the only one that isn't a fucking ball ache to watch from those wings.
Okay, so on that premise, then Madueke's a baller.
What do you mean?
Well,
he ain't got the decision making with Esteval.
Well, he can skip past players for fun. He can stick one top bins. We've seen that. Yeah, he's fun to watch. Yeah, he can go left and right. He'll twist defenders up. Baby Giraffe was cool. What are you doing?
I'd say Esteval's still a better dribbler than Noni.
I don't rate either of them.
That's the one position where I could say from the last window we have completely upgraded on. Noni gone for Esteval. That's the one position where I could say direct upgrade.
Yeah, but the bar's low. That's my point. That's why. That's my point. The bar is low.
But Noni didn't stand out with these wingers last season either. Esteval was standing out.
What, last season or this season?
Yeah, last season Noni didn't stand out with our wingers. This season, Esteval was standing out with our wingers.
Yeah, but your wingers are trash. That's my point. Most of the wingers in this league are shit.
Fit in just well with them. Esteval doesn't. I look at him and I was like, there's a clear upgrade on him to our other wingers.
Let me ask you this then, yeah? Who do you think is the best winger in the Premier League? Not just on GA. I'm talking about like overall ability, consistency, and then GA.
I would have said Salah before the drop-off that he's had this season.
But you think his ability is better than most of these wingers?
Well, you said the combination of everything, innit?
But the majority of that is the majority.
The ability, I wouldn't have to the same level, but he's getting consistent GA for the best part of 7 years.
Yeah.
And to an elite level. So that would have you as the best winger.
I hear it.
Now, like, I don't know, I just feel like the bar in general is just kind of...
That's my point. So then when Chelsea fans have gone from Eden Hazard, yeah, they've gone from fucking Damien Duff, Joe Cole, and all these players.
Debates this early with the lack of minutes that he's had. I'm just fine with the way you've been playing. Even with Palmer, I'll wait till the end of his first season before I start comparing him with other wingers in the league. There's no point.
I don't even think Palmer's not even a winger. Let's be real. He ain't even a winger. He did well on the wing, but he ain't a winger.
He was playing on the right side for us. And then even then towards the end of the campaign, we pushed him more towards the 10.
Yeah, and I think he is a 10. Yeah, and the thing is that injury's fucked him up a little bit. Yeah, it has fucked him up a little bit. But this is the thing, yeah. When players come into the it's like we got Noni Madueke. Nobody wanted Noni at our club. Even the manager, I don't believe wanted him. Yeah, I don't even believe our manager wanted him, Lewis. Yeah, the fact that he scores a banger and then gets another goal against Bruges after that, and then he barely played since. Yeah, it's a bit sus to me. It's like same with Eze, same with Gyökeres. He's flogging Gyökeres and making him look shit. Yeah, because he knows that he's facilitating Trossard, Saka, Marino, whoever else, yeah? Right, and he's waiting for 29 to get back. Yeah, the best winger for me in this league is Cherky by a country mile, and he ain't even a winger either.
Fucking hear that one.
He's unreal.
His
Yeah, but he ain't
technical
even a
on
winger.
a different planet to everybody.
That guy could play left, right, centre, false nine. He could play anywhere on the pitch. Play him in fucking goal, he'd be the best player.
Bro, I saw Esteban play 30 minutes on the left side and like, cool, that's my best left winger. And Palmeiras fans told me don't play him on the left.
But this is why I get the ump with when I say about Savio. Yeah, people are talking about Savio. Oh, Lee, you rate Savio. You rate Savio is shit. No, play that guy on the left fucking wing and let him go past people and cross the ball, bro.
Bro, you remember I said that a year ago with you.
Exactly. And bro, people want to talk about GA. Oh, but Lee got this person's got more GA than non-penalty GA. Penalties count, by the way. This person's shooting shit. Yeah, so Savio's. Savio can't finish a wank. Yeah, however, in that shit Man City team last season, yeah, he was their top assister for all the GA merchants. I don't care about GA, Lewis. Yeah, right? I didn't need to know Ronaldinho's GA to know he was a baller. I watched Liverpool last night against Barnsley. Yeah, and they had a guy called Cleary Barnsley on the left wing. Bro, I already know that guy's a baller. That guy is a baller. Bro, he was twisting up that Liverpool defence last night, and he's playing in League One. Yeah, he'll be in the Prem by next summer. Yeah, the summer coming, he'll be in the Prem. It wouldn't surprise me if somebody signs him this January. He is a baller, bro. Yeah, and I'll tell you now, yeah, the problem with the Premier League with these wingers is they can go through little purple patches. Semenyo went through one. September Semenyo, I was calling him, yeah? Right? Now, September Semenyo. Yeah, he then disappears.
That's like March first. What the fuck?
September Semenyo. But then he's now on another purple patch. Then he gets his big move. Yeah. Now it's where you kick on from there. But now he's at the fucking anti-football club. Yeah, anti-winger football club, yeah? Because name me a winger in the last 2 seasons at Man City that's excelled and you've gone, yo, they've stood out. There ain't one. Doku ain't stood out. Doku looks like he's been electrocuted every time he's touching the ball. It's like,
he's only just having a proper season this season.
Yeah, but it ain't even a proper season. It's just that he's bagged a couple of goals. Bro, the guy scored 1 league goal in 2025. Yeah. And I'm not one for GA. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. You know that goal he wrapped? You know that goal he wrapped the other week, yeah? You know that goal he wrapped in November or December where it was a
the Liverpool game, I think.
Yeah, it was Liverpool. That was his first league goal in 2025, bro. Yeah. So when people go, oh, he's having a good season. But this is what I agree to a certain level. He's playing a lot better and it looks a lot better to watch here. This is why I don't take GA into it all the way. I'll count GA, but that ain't the main crux of the conversation, yeah? Noni Madueke has got no league goals. 0. Not a single league goal. We're over halfway through the season.
3 weeks is going to be a whole year since his last league goal.
Bro, but this is the same.
He bagged the last one against Wolves at home. It was the end of the month.
This is the same, yeah, as last season when I had a fucking... I said to Don, I think it was on Savić channel, yeah, Midday Live, yeah, and he got the hat-trick against Wolves, Nonny, second game of the season. I said, he won't get 10 league goals. He's trash. Yeah, I said, he's just had a good game. Yeah, and what did he do? He ended up on less than 10 league goals. Yeah, but because he's different to robotic Saka, who is consistent and carried the club on his backside and on his back for the last fucking 3 years without winning nothing and been run into the ground, because Saka looks so worn out and that injury's caught up with him and fucks him, now Noni's on the pitch. Oh my God, he looks exciting. He's running past players. People go off of the aesthetics straight away. Well, I go off a basic first touch. Sorry?
I think they expected nothing from Noni because like he didn't pull up any trees at Chelsea. So the fact that they even saw him taking players on consistently, it's like, oh, we could do something. Okay. That's what I think it was like with Noni. People expect him to be straight garbage. No, he's always been a good dribbler. His decision-making, his end product, that's what's garbage.
Yeah, but this is the thing, like Benito in your chat, big up to you, he's a member of your chat. GA is important for attackers. I ain't hearing it. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Yeah, Bobby Firmino got decent GA at Liverpool, but his entire job was to facilitate Mane and Salah. Didn't see Bobby Firmino getting loads.
It's important for an attacking combination. Like if you're talking about your attack, well, that's like a Michael Owen quote. Like we've had Eden Hazard who's dominated seasons with limited GA, for example.
Yeah. Look, how many Champions League GA has Eden Hazard got? Fuck all. We all know he's a top player, though, don't we? Yeah, we all know he's a top player.
Willian's got more Champions League GA than Ronaldinho.
That's what I'm saying. But this is why I don't take Salah's got more GA than fucking Ronaldinho. Is he better than him? No, he ain't. Yeah, that's why I don't use GA as the whole argument there. Right? I hear your Salah argument. I do not rate Salah. Yeah, I do not rate him.
Ability-wise, like I don't rate him to the same level as a Hazard. I never would.
No, is he better
I
than
respect
Alexis?
he's a harder worker and he's much more efficient in terms of like
and he's
the final
consistent and he's kept himself in shape and he took it
Yeah.
serious. Whereas Eden Hazard, he was just kicking ball with his powers. He couldn't give a shit.
Yeah,
Like,
he's like,
he's
"Look,
even
I'm
said
at
it on
this
Obi
level
McCall's
without that,
podcast. He
I don't
likes a beer and he likes eating his food in the summer. He didn't care, innit? Yeah. He was like, I like drinking beer. He said it on Obi McCall's podcast. I watched it. Yeah. And he was like, come back from pre-season, I'm overweight. Oh, well, I had a good summer, mate. I'm not training in the summer. I'm drinking beer and eating food.
He's always been like that. We had a Legends game. He fucked off the training that week and just pulled up on the day. Everyone's debating, yo, is Hazard out? Is he injured again? No, he just can't be asked to train. He'll just pull up and just be the best player on the pitch.
Your manager at the time, Jose, said, Joe, you 10 players, yeah, make that guy the best. Yeah, because you're going to work harder for him. Because when he gets the ball, he'll turn it on right quick. Yeah, real quick, and he'll win us the game. So you have to work a little bit harder.
Conte had a big problem with it at the start.
Yeah. But then he come round. Yeah, and what happened? He won the fucking league. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like
I think Hazard was the big reason why I ended up getting the chop too, because he was sick of playing in the centre.
Oh, facts. Yeah, he likes floating around on that left and just going.
We were hoofing it long to Hazard away at Man City and that. I hated that shit.
But this is the thing. There's loads of players that get loads of GA, bro. Yeah, name me the most important GA, yeah, that Harry Kane had at Tottenham. There ain't one because it all led to fuck all. All of his goals at Tottenham are irrelevant because he didn't win nothing at Tottenham. So all of that GA he got, yeah, is irrelevant, bro. All of his GA for England is irrelevant. He ain't won nothing at England. Yeah, now he's gone to Bayern. His GA, you can pick any goal you want out of his season where he won shit. Then you can say
and now finally talking about Harry Kane getting a Ballon d'Or.
To be
now
fair,
it's
he's unreal. He's one of the most underrated footballers of a generation, bro. That guy is probably like, I'm an old man. I'm 44 this year. Yeah, I'd say in my lifetime, Gaza, him, and kind of struggling.
Zola? I remember you said Zola was the
I'm talking
second
like English player. I'm talking English.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, English players. Gascoigne, Harry Kane, Scholes. Bex is mad underrated. I'd say them four. Rooney as well. Yeah, them four. Michael Owen. Yeah, bro. Yeah, Joe Cole. Joe Cole's massively underrated.
So techie, bro.
Joe Cole's better than Salah. I don't want to hear it. I say it all the time. He's a better footballer by a country mile than fucking Mohamed Salah will ever be. Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, and this is what pisses me off.
Him as well, man.
So did Jose. Jose fucked him up. What game was it, Lewis? I'll keep forgetting. Yeah, I said this. I couldn't remember where he made a triple sub after 26 minutes. Jose, one of his first games. He took Joe Cole. He weren't tracking back.
I don't think it was one of the first games, but I remember 05-06 when we lost 1-0 at Fulham. I think he took Joe Cole and Robin off in the first 20-25 minutes.
Yeah, he made a double or triple sub, innit?
Yeah, it was. Was it Duff?
Because I think Joe Cole scored in that game.
I think it was Robin and Joe Cole.
I think Joe Cole scored in the game and he took him off. He took him off, yeah, after he scored. Yeah. And he said it on a podcast. I can't remember whose podcast it was. I was listening to it a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. And he said, the gaffer took me off after I scored, after whatever time. And he said, why are you taking me off? Because you weren't tracking back. I was like, bruv, I've scored. Yeah, and he was like, but this is the thing, yeah, managers like that, yeah, me and Runts were just talking about this before we jumped on here. When you look at Real Madrid and Xavi Alonso, that guy's not a man manager, bro. He's just a system manager. Yeah, when you look at Maresca, he's a system manager. He's not a man manager. Yeah, Arteta is a man manager, yeah, with a system, but he just ain't good enough at the minute. Maybe he will show that this season, yeah, right? Because he can man manage. However, they're petrified of him. Because if you don't do what he wants, yeah, you ain't getting a game again. He'll freeze you out. So is that a man manager? It's a man manager to a certain level.
A little bit of a dictator, bruv.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, he's run Ben White into the ground. Jesus had 4 knee surgeries. Yeah, everyone gets injured because he overplays them. Saliba, I'm convinced, is still injured. That's why we didn't see him at the weekend. Why risk Gabby?
Apparently, he's a big doubt as well for tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying. Because that
you got nearly all your centre backs out. Calafiori, Hincapié, Saliba, all of them are out basically.
Why, Lewis? I swear down, yeah. Right, anyone who watches my channel in your chat or watching it on playback, yeah, I said when Calafiori done his injury, I said I guarantee he will last less than 5 games. Yeah, first game back, injured. Yeah, how do I know this? When Saliba got done in the warm-up at Anfield and he still put him on and played him, yeah, and 4 minutes later, he gets subbed off. Why risk him, bro? Yeah, I'm convinced he's still injured from that because then he's come back and he's been in and out of the team since, yeah, right? And now he didn't play at the weekend. He's a doubt for tomorrow. Yeah, Nkapia, well, he was injured when he's never had an injury and he fucking turns up, he gets injured. Why does everyone get injured as soon as they rock up at our club, bro? Yeah, why? Because this manager demands way too much of you and he don't rotate his players. Ben White for another one there. Ben White, yeah, needed knee surgery from August to December last year. Yeah, not the season we're on, the one before, yeah? He then has the audacity, this manager, to sit in a press conference and say, well, we ain't had Ben White all season. Not one puppet of the journos said, well, hang on, he's played 16 league games, mate. Ben White's never the same player ever again since. He looks like he's fallen off a cliff.
They won't get let in after that.
The facts, right? But now, Timber went on a podcast. Big up Yasser. He's a Chelsea fan. Big up Yasser TV.
Big up Yasser, man.
That guy translated along with a few others, yeah? Timber, after the PSG game, second leg, did a podcast on a Dutch YouTube channel and said, I was fucked after the first leg. I could barely walk.
I was watching your reaction stream to that. That was incredible.
And he played him the second leg. He said, me and my brothers were in a group chat. My brother's going, how are you going to play against Cavra, against Desiree Doué, against Dembele, yeah, against fucking whoever the other winger is they've got. I can't remember his name. Yeah. He goes, I have no idea. He goes, Arteta told me when I'm walking off the pitch, hobbling off the pitch, yo, Timber, look after yourself. I need you tomorrow. Then we wonder why he's getting cooked all fucking game. Yeah. Skelly can't defend. He told him his pathway into the team is playing left back. Bro, the guy's number 8. Yeah.
But you see, one of my stats brought this up as well. This is why Estebal's not playing as much as he's doing because of how much he's played already.
Yeah, but how
he didn't even get a break before the World Cup. Like they were playing week in, week out for Palmeiras. I was checking the amount of games they were playing.
It's the Farmers League.
The Brazilian League. That wasn't what I was hearing during the group stage of the World Cup. Like, yo, it's better than the Portuguese League. They're killing everybody. A Brazilian team might win it. I always bring up this little chart. Brazil players before turning 18. You see, there's Ronaldinho, there's Ronaldo, there's Neymar, there's Vini. Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, they all had significantly less minutes. Look at Esteval and Endricks up there at the top.
Yeah, but there was less tournaments. Yeah, but this is why I don't do these comparisons, Lewis. Yeah, because there was less tournaments back then.
Oh, in terms of
there weren't a Conference League back then. There weren't the Intercontinental Cup. It was the Club World Cup. Now there's the Intercontinental Cup. That's the same competition, but they've revamped it to 2 now instead of 1. Yeah, then there's more Nations League games. Obviously, I know they're Brazilian. Yeah, but there's more qualifying games in their regions. Yeah, for all these tournaments as well. They played the Copa America more times than they used to. Yeah, I swear every time it's a qualification game for CONCACAF.
To be playing that at that age is all the more reason because they didn't have to have those many minutes and they wouldn't have to worry about getting injured that early into their career. Esteval, if he's doing that at the age of 17 and then playing week in and week out for Chelsea with limited rest, you could get an injury earlier on. That's why the bigger problem is, why is Esteval my best winger at the age of 18 and you've only just been here?
Because your club's fallen off a cliff since Roman got kicked out.
Because our transfer windows have been straight garbage.
Facts.
That's it. That's why. But that's why Esteval shouldn't be getting run into the ground too. Otherwise, we'd be having these same problems.
No, I hear it. But at the same time, yeah, what's the comparison between Esteval and Yamal in terms of minutes and competitions? Because they're the same age. That should be the comparison. Because they're the same age, they're the same build.
I don't know.
They're both playing for big clubs. Yeah, they've both come. Well, he's come through the academy, and
Yamal been dealing with like a chronic injury himself. Or am I wrong?
He's been in and out the team quite a lot. Yeah,
because I think I heard of him having like a couple of groin injuries himself.
Yep. But this is the thing, yeah. Like this whole thing about like you have to rest players. Yeah, cool. I hear that. You don't want to run him into the ground. Look at Bukayo Saka, bro. He's 24 years old. He's fucked. Yeah,
his last 3 injuries have all been groin injuries.
Yep. But this is where Hansi Flick is managing him now. Yeah, when they beat Bilbao in the Supercopa semi-final the other night, he was on the bench. He came on second half. Yeah, they had him and Lewandowski on the bench. They won 5-0. Yeah, they're unbelievable. Why? Because they've got a quality squad to rotate and go, yo, it don't matter if Lewandowski ain't playing. We'll put Ferran up front, or we'll put Firmino up front. Don't matter if he's playing, we'll put him out on the right. Whereas with your team, if you drop him, who you put in there? Yeah, if you drop Caicedo, you look at a totally different team. If you drop Reece James, then what? Yeah, Gusto goes out the team, or Cucurella, then what? It's a total drop down. Whereas Barcelona, it's not a drop down. Real Madrid, it's not really a drop down. Yeah, right back. Yeah, they had Valverde the other night. They had Trent and fucking Carvajal sat on the bench. Yeah, in fact, actually, I don't think Trent was in the squad, but Carvajal was on the bench. They played Valverde. Why? Because they know he's an old man. Yeah, they don't want to risk injury because they'll need him latter stages, and he's got the winning mentality of later down their own bigger competitions. Yeah, so they're not going to risk him in a Super Copa final. They'll play fucking Valverde there. Whereas with us, yeah, I'll give you another example. Riyad Mahrez. Yeah, I know he plays for Al Ahly, my Generals. Yeah, but when he played for Man City, he scored an FA Cup hat-trick against Sheffield United, semi-final, when they did the treble season, yeah? First player since 1958 to do that. Yeah, I know that's to do with the year my dad was born. That's how old I am and how old he is. Yeah. The very next game, they played Bayern Munich in the Champions League 4 days later. Mahrez was benched for Bernardo. Now imagine Bukayo Saka scores a semi-final FA Cup hat-trick and gets benched for a Champions League quarter-final the next week. Yeah, our fans are going delirious. They'll be like, what the fuck are you doing? Why? Because we ain't got the squad. Even now, they do not want Starboy dropped from Madueke. Yeah, although all the people I know that go to games, DJB, Kenny, loads of others, yeah, they were saying that he was getting dogs abuse in that fucking Liverpool game the other day. Yeah, dogs abuse. So was Odegaard. They were shocked he came out second half. Yeah, and I'm sitting there watching Saka in the first half going, this is the best 25 minutes I've seen him play for a year. Yeah, but the fans in the ground were going, get him off, he's crap. Get him off, get Madueke on, get him on, get Martinelli, get whoever.
Crazy hearing that from the match-going fans. Fair enough.
Yeah, same with Odegaard. They've seen the light with Odegaard. And this is the thing, Lewis, yeah, when I say about Esteval, listen, I may be wrong about Esteval. I don't watch Chelsea like you watch Chelsea. I don't know Chelsea. I know a lot about Chelsea, not as much as you. I know more than most Chelsea fans because I've worked with Rolfie for so long, yeah? Right, but at the same time,
you know more about the old area than me because you've experienced it. You've gone through it.
Yeah, I read back on it. You're knowledgeable in your football club, bro. That's why I do streams with you, yeah, because I respect your opinion on your club, yeah. Right, but at the same time, yeah, if Eden Hazard got a hat trick against fucking whoever in a cup semi-final and then got benched for Bayern 3 days later, your fans back then would have gone nuts because it's Eden Hazard. Yeah,
but even then. We would still be talking about the quality of the squad like we're doing now. Because after Eden Hazard, the drop-off with all of our forward line was embarrassingly bad.
Yeah.
Declining Willian. Pedro declining as well. God bless him. We bought him too late. Morata, Batshuayi is so fucking awful. It begs belief. Giroud was the only one semi-decent. And because he was so old, they never trusted him until the run-in.
Yeah. And then this is the thing. It's like, if we take Saka out of that team, yeah, the drop-off's wild. But Saka's been shit for over a year. Since he done that injury, Lewis, yeah? Right? And I told everyone at the time, the guy's never going to be the same again. It's never going to be the same again. He done a grade 3, bro. Yeah, then we rush him back. He comes off the bench and scores against Fulham. Yeah, I got Alexander Isak and all Hooks and all these other people telling me, you were wrong. Then he scores against Real Madrid. You were wrong. I was like, yeah, cool. He's running on adrenaline, mate. Watch this season, next season, which is this season. Look at the state of his performances. Same with Palmer. Yeah. When you get a player injured, you have to, and this is why I do rate Pep to a certain degree. The way he's managed that Rodri injury, he brought him back in, he done another slight injury in it, yeah. And then he goes, nah, fuck that. He's my most important midfielder, most important player, probably. Yeah, Ballon d'Or winner. He said in an interview, he goes, we're going to make sure he's mentally and physically 100 before we bring him back this time. So he's admitted accountability and said, I kind of rushed him back. Whereas we just go, bang, Saka's back in the team. Saka's back. Bro, what is wrong with benching Saka for a week or two? What is wrong with saying, yo,
we're even more confusing. Like, we had Maresca come out and say Palmer could play 90 minutes. And then we proceeded to only see him play 60 minutes ever since then. And where I do get, like, it's probably because the Christmas period does play a part with it too. He's not really standing out. So then it's a case of, like, look, if he's not standing out and he's not playing like Palmer and we're still not getting results even with him in the team, don't play him. Play him when he's fully fit and he's ready to come back into the squad. Like, because the performance I've seen it was having me starting to cuss him out. I was coming out after the Man City game saying, you're taking the piss now, man. You're meant to be fully fit and you're being lazy off the ball. You're refusing to press. You're hogging the ball and giving it away cheaply. What are we doing? It's been over a year. Then I hear he's still got the groin injury. Well, take him out the team because 50% Palmer is not helping me. And it's not helping him because his stock is dropping in the eyes of Chelsea, some Chelsea fans, and in the eyes of your casual fans as well. Man are talking about him being like Smith Rowe before the injury now and everything like that. That's not the arguments you expect Cole Palmer to be in. Like, just drop him.
But do you think there's something in their contracts there? Because, like, Saka come off the bench against fucking, who was it we played? Port Vale. Comes off the bench. Why? Or started the game. Either way, like, it's like, why are these players coming on when we're 3-0 up against a fucking championship or a League One team? Yeah, I swear there's something in their contracts that they have to play a certain amount of games. Yeah, the other day...
I think so, because that was hinted in the briefs after Maresca left.
Bro, I know for a fact, yeah, that Hector Bellerin and Granit Xhaka had it in their contract. I know for a fact. Yeah, because every week we're sitting there ripping
why Enzo Fernandez is running to the ground when he plays like garbage.
Yeah, see, I know you don't like Enzo, and I don't really. Do you know, let me ask you a question there. You see, when you equalised the other day and Enzo scored that goal the other day and jumped into the crowd, yeah, to make it 1-1, I think it was. Yeah, and now I think you end up losing. I can't remember who you played.
No, it was a 1-1 City game.
The City game, that's it, yeah, and he jumps into the crowd. Yeah, are you with me on this or not? Yeah, if a player celebrates an equaliser, book him. Why are you fucking celebrating 1-1? Get the ball and put it back on the fucking penalty spot, mate. Yeah, because if they're 3-0 down, they ain't celebrating, are they? They'll get the ball and run back. Oh, look at me, I'm trying. But if it's 1-1, they milk it for their Instagram posts. Chelsea then post out, oh, look, we fought till the end.
Yo, when Neto and Chalobah got goals when we were 2-1 down, when it was 2-1 at City, no, at United and Leeds. Neto was doing up this before running to the centre circle. Chalobah was doing like this. I was fuming. Liam Delap's equaliser, they all wheeled off to the away end at 1-1. And I'm just screaming into my thing, like, get the fucking ball back. We're away at Fulham. Now with City, the one thing that I'll give them, right? Everybody and their nan expected us to lose that. And we had the fucking caretaker manager in charge. No Fofana, no Sanchez, no Caicedo, no Cucurella. And they got a 95th minute equaliser. That to me is the anomaly. I'll allow that one because we all expected to hold 4 or 5. When we equalized, everyone in the watch long was laughing. We weren't celebrating. We were like, how have we scammed the point? How have we left here? We never even draw at this ground. We haven't got anything here since 2021, and we pulled a draw in this state. I'll allow that one. The other ones, they can all fuck off with that. Neto, Chalobah, they're taking the piss.
But that's like me against Wolves, yeah? Right, Wolves equalised to make it 1-1. Right, and then we scammed an own goal at the end. I didn't even say that. I was just laughing, bro. I was like, we fucking scammed a winner out of this. Yeah, that gets clipped out. Oh, look, he's not celebrating. He ate salt. No, it's just, bro, we're shit in that game. And we're celebrating like we just won the World Cup. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, bro, I see it. You lot did it. I think it was against us. Was it? Who did you fucking draw against? I think it was the City game. And at the end of the game, all the celebration. I'm like, I think I tweeted out saying if they just won the league or something. Yeah, it's like, bro, these shameless bastards need to relax here. Right? Same with Man United. Man United did this. Yeah, I can't remember. It was I can't remember what game it was, but Man United do this as well. All these players started doing this, and I remember going back to when Giroud scored against Bournemouth in a 3-3. Yeah, years ago when he played for us. Yeah,
he did the little scorpion thing that he had to practice.
Little flick kick and all that in the corner. Yeah, I can't remember who it was.
Chamberlain's trying to grab him, like pull him back.
That's it. Yo, get back to the fucking halfway line. There's time to win the game. Bro, this has been coming into football for a long time, and it's all for Instagram. It's all for socials. Why is it they do team huddles? Why? You just have 15 minutes in the dressing room, mate. Yeah. What are you team huddling for? Why? Because it's the post that the socials can put out there for Arsenal, Chelsea, whoever. We fought till the end. Tough night in West Bromwich. Tough night in SW6, whatever.
Kick off, fist emoji.
Yeah, bro. Fucking, yeah. The fucking muscle up. Like, what are we doing here, bro? The whole thing.
Get it, boys.
Yeah. Yeah. With what was it? Minutes in the tank. That's another one. Well, bro, whoever runs this has got the mental age of a 5-year-old, yeah? And I'm convinced that all these London clubs have got the same social media team. Yeah, I'm convinced because the way they all tweet is exactly the same. Yeah. Bro, Real
I
Madrid,
mean, they've
yeah,
all
in
started
Milan.
adding like little bits of banter tweets into their accounts at the same time. I mean, maybe.
Yeah, I'm
you know.
convinced. Yeah, the guy that used to run our socials, yeah, was a Southampton fan. Yeah, so he's only there to do a job. I hear it. He's not there. I don't know who runs social media for Arsenal anymore.
He's
Yeah,
a Southampton fan and he blocked me, bro. How did he get rattled?
oh, you got blocked by Arsenal.
Yeah. I showed after the Barca knockout. After you got knocked out by Bayern, I put a picture of Giroud saying, "Where's the European Cup?" I got blocked the next day. You're a Southampton fan. Why are you blocking me?
I've got Arsenal blocked. I don't want to see that shit, bro.
How did you not get blocked and I got blocked? That's crazy.
Because they know I'll do a 12-hour cook fest. I've got them blocked. I don't want to see their shit.
I hear it. I see it as that.
I don't want to see their shit. Yeah, but like, bro, all of this is BS. Yeah, and it all plays into lowering the standards of football clubs. Yeah, right. When you draw a game, yeah, you post hard fought to the end, all this bullshit. Yeah, we do the same. Yeah, right. And most of the comments are heads up on Arsenal tweet. Last season, I promise you, chat. Yeah, last season I predicted 9 out of their 10 posts. Yeah, after a game, if we lost, heads up onto the next. They posted that out about 10 times last season. Yeah, and I'm like, or a tough night in wherever. Yeah, I'm like
hard-earned point and all of that.
Yeah, a hard fought draw or something. Yeah, right. And I'm like, the fuck are we? How can I predict what they're going to say while I'm live? Yeah, how? Yeah, when you watch Real Madrid, yeah, Real Madrid just post out the score, the goal scorers in a minute. Yeah, if they win a game, yeah, then they'll post out a few fucking quotes and all of this. After they lost that game the other night, they just posted. If they draw or lose, yeah, you go to their comment section, bro. They are getting fucking chefed. Any one person that goes in there goes heads up onto the next and all the positive shit, they're getting destroyed. Yeah, as soon as that club fall off a cliff, mate, football's completely buried. Yeah, because they're the only club
used to
that
be
keep
where
the
we were
standards
at.
of football, bro. Your club has morphed into the blue Arsenal. Man United are fucked. Yeah, no matter how many times Rance comes with his shade, he didn't turn up with the shades on today, did you, bro?
You see the briefing that we dropped after Maresca left about the Arsenal game. If we lose, it's not the end of the world and everything. I was like, don't make me crash out today.
Do you imagine Jose or even just Abramovich as owner allowing that?
Oh yeah, here's the thing. I don't believe Rosinha thinks that. I don't believe the players think that. But the fact that the club briefed it itself, that's enough of a disgrace to me.
Because they're teeing the fans up that if you lose, you've got to trust the manager that we've brought in. Yeah, so it's not the end of the world because he's in phase 0.1. So you're already lowering the standards again. Bro, I'm telling you now, and I said this for years, for months, yeah? In 3 years'
Not
time...
a priority trophy for Chelsea.
Wow.
If they win it, great. If they get knocked out, it's not the end of the world. That was briefed to Sky Cava.
That's crazy. Bruv, what? That's crazy.
That's our owners. Thankfully, Rosinha don't get that because all he spoke about is that he knows he has to win early to get the Chelsea fans on side. At least he kind of gets it.
Yeah, but he
now,
don't, Lewis. That's the point. He don't. He don't because people have been going, he's a young manager, it takes time. Yeah, look at what Arteta's been doing. Look, it takes time.
No more time.
No, there's no more time for you. But for the majority of your fans online, I've already heard enough times, oh, but he's a young manager. I've heard this from major outlets, yeah. He's a young manager. Yeah, it's going to take time. He needs some of his own players. Yeah, you know, he's coming to a team that's a little bit disjointed, but if he can tweak it and get some of his signings, he's going to need his own pieces and his players. No. Win or fuck off, mate. Yeah, but the way they've briefed this and the way all these media outlets are doing it is lowering the standards for the majority. Lewis, they don't give a shit about you going to games every week. They care about the majority online, yeah, which is cool. Yeah, which is why our clubs can go out and spend a lot of money. Yeah, because we have a global fan base. We have a global fan base on YouTube. Yeah, it's fantastic. But at the same time, the standards have to be upheld. You have moderators in your chat for a reason. Anyone drops below the fucking normal standard, they're getting blocked. Yeah. Simple as that, because the standard's set from you and your moderators. Yeah, same with me, on my moderators, same with Ranson is, Syed, every other channel.
I'm hoping at least the manager can detach away from that sort of mentality and instill his own one into the squad. That's my only little bit of hope. Because he's saying like he has to.
He took the job for a reason, mate.
Of course. Get results. Just get results. I'm not going to care past that. He said he knows he has to get results early being at Chelsea. He knows he has to win early, and he's at a club that demands success and demands success soon. So just live up to that. That's all I'm asking. You know where you're at. You know the standards are going to be different. So just live up to those said standards. You have a chance to win a trophy in 2 months. Take that, and then you've already built like a few positive steps with Chelsea.
3 games. He don't even need to win any of them. He could draw 0-0. He could then draw 0-0 and win on pens. Then he can go to the final, draw 0-0 and win on pens. You don't need to actually win the game, the next 3 games, to win that trophy. They can just win on pens. Don't actually need to win in 90 minutes or extra time or whatever.
I won't even front. Just as long as you win, it's good. He's already said as well that he believes the team he's got is good enough to win. So there's no excuses.
Yeah,
you've come out and said yourself you believe this squad's good enough.
How much is he getting paid?
Who?
Rafinha.
I don't know. I don't think it's been disclosed.
It's going to be a good few mil. Yeah, he won't get him paid that. Yeah, he won't get him paid that at Hull City or Strasbourg, bruv. Yeah, so he's going to say whatever it takes because he's protecting his wages. Yeah, he's gone in there as a puppet for that football club, and if he turns out to be good, then fair play to him.
I don't know. I think they're saying 4 million a year, but I don't really trust the sources.
Let's halve it. Let's say 2 mil. 2 mil. He went on that at Hull City. He went on that at
Strasbourg before. God knows anyway what he was on there.
But this is my point. He's got like this is why these players here. You see, when you see these interviews from these players, bro, the only player who's took a pay cut to join Arsenal Football Club of our current squad is Kepa. And he dropped $5 grand a week. Every other player that's joined our club has got a 5-10 times pay rise. 3, 4, 5.
Keeper's on 145.
Huh?
No, because like Kepa was on 150 at Chelsea. So if you said it dropped by for like 5,
he's on 75 a week. He was on 80 at Bournemouth on loan.
Oh, okay. So it's the Bournemouth wage.
Yeah, from the
Bournemouth wage. I don't remember if Bournemouth was permanent or not.
I'll give an example, right? Calafiori was on 12,000 a week at Bologna. We put him on 120 and paid 40 mil. Why? Why has he got 10 times wage? Why? Yeah, why?
What did you put Noni on?
150. He was on 50 at your lot. Yeah. Eze, check this one. Actually, I'll give you the best one. Kivior, who is top of the league in Portugal right now with Porto, was on 2,500 a week. We put him on, he was on 2,000, actually, he was on 2,000 euros a week, yeah? We put him on 58. Just like that. How? Why didn't you say here's $4 grand? Fuck you, you're joining us.
Guy's life, man. That's crazy.
I'll give you the best one. The best one, though, for me, is Eze. Eze was on 100 grand a week at Palace, right? We wanted him. He wanted to come back to his boyhood club. We put the mural up before he fucking kicked ball. Yeah, all the BS and all of that, yeah? Oh, let it all work out and all that. Let it all work out, yeah? He will never come out and criticize this manager. Do you know why? Because we put him on 80 grand a week more. He's on 180, bro. So now in an interview, he's just going to do the political one. Oh, it's down to the manager. If he doesn't fancy me for a game, I have to accept that. I have to work hard. They're going to do the political crap. All right, big up Don Lusional, bro.
Big up one.
All right. How's Kendry Pyers getting on, brother?
Let me know if you're at the game tomorrow, bro. I'll see you if you're there.
But this is what I'm saying, Lewis. Yeah, these players are getting paid a fuck ton more money. Yeah, Jesus was on 90. He came in on 265. Yeah. What's his name? Zinchenko was on 20 grand a week at City. We put him on 150. Why? They're all going to shut their mouth. Yeah. Now, the manager is on a fuck ton of money. He's on 15 million. So he's going to shut his mouth. The whole thing stinks. The only player that's took a pay cut to come to our club of the current squad is Kepa. Gyökeres was on 45, 50 grand a week. He's on 200 now. Yeah. Mikel Merino was on 45 grand a week. He's on 130. Zubimendi needs to sack his agent. He's on 75 grand. He was on 40 in Sociedad. Yeah. Timber, is on, I think he's, in fact, Trossard. Yeah, Trossard was on 40, went up to 90, and I think he's on 180 now. Yeah, we rejigged the terms to keep him. Why is everyone on top dollar at this club? Like, why? Because they keep their fucking mouth shut. They're never going to slag the manager off, bro. Yeah, and this is the same at your club. This is the same at Man United. They're all getting paid a fortune. They're never going to cuss.
No, our wages are a lot lower now. Like everything's incentivized with Chelsea. If we don't make Champions League this season, everyone's getting a 30% deduction, just like that.
Oh, and the figures I put out there, by the way, that's without bonuses. Yeah, so Saka is just signed 300 grand a week. Yeah, I don't know what the bonus would be for that because it ain't updated yet on Capology website. Yeah, Saka was on 195 a week. Yeah, and his bonus per week was 100 grand. No wonder he's so desperate to fucking shoot from everywhere and take penalties. Yeah, no wonder he ain't passing to our striker because he wants the 100 grand bonus. No, did you see his face when he got subbed off? I'll give another example.
I think that's why Sterling was such a selfish bastard with us. Remember the 3v1s again? This guy was the master of ruining a 2v1 situation by being selfish.
Same with Salah. Jiggly Verts, could have had 10 goals this season for Liverpool. And everyone's laughing at him. Yeah, and he ain't been good. However, if Gakpo and Salah had passed the ball to him this season, he'd have 10 goals. Because I've seen a clip that LB posted. I'll give you another one as well, yeah? Give you another one. Yeah, because this is fucking hilarious to me, yeah? I swear, it happens all the time, bro, yeah? These men, right, they get an appearance bonus, yeah? They get a GA bonus, yeah? Some of these players are posting out their own stats for the game on their Instas. Why? Yeah, Odegaard.
Chalobah was retweeting his who scored ratings and everything earlier this season. It was nasty, man. He was getting so much slander he couldn't hack it.
I'm convinced, yeah, Odegaard is on a pass completion bonus because that guy passes sideways and backwards all game. Yeah, an Arsenal website done him dirty.
Shit, yo, he's done bare of these, by the way.
Bro, I swear to God, yeah, these men are shameless.
Trevor Chalobah is the highest rated centre back in the Prem this season, 7.65. Chalobah reposted. Team of the month, Chalobah's reposted.
What's that based off of? Like, what are we doing? Like,
who scored ratings?
Yeah, but what's who scored? What's their metrics?
Oh, God knows. Oh, I ain't got the fame.
We're in an era now, Lewis, yeah, where both of our clubs, yeah, our centre backs touch the ball more than the forwards. Yeah, our goalkeeper touches my goalkeeper the other week, yeah, touched the ball more than my striker and my wingers. Why? Because we're bopping the ball around the back. How about lump it up long, yeah, and win the second ball? Yeah, because when you played Man City, that's what they were doing. Yeah, they were lumping it up to Haaland and they were winning the second ball. They were saying, fuck this passing out from the back shit. We're not good enough to do that right now. Yeah, we'll just lump it up to Haaland. Yeah, Haaland will jockey with the defenders and then we'll win the second ball. Yeah, all of this passing out the back crap, bro. Me and Matty are going to sit there on Thursday night and do a roundup of all the goals around the world. Yeah, we do it once a month, twice a month, yeah? And we can spot when fuck around and find out it's going to happen. Here we go. All right, fuck around. Oh, there you go. Goal. Passing out from the back. How about just boot the ball up top, push everyone forward, yeah, and then win the second ball?
I hear it when you ain't got the personnel. Like when you got Levi Colwell, you can do it. But when you got this guy, you're always going to be struggling because he's just a fucking negative. And then you have to change your entire style of play.
Hey, man looks like Goonie as well, by the way.
What do you know? What? Fuck off.
Hi, Goonie. I love you, bro. Man looks like Goonie, bro.
I big up Goonie. That's crazy, man.
Looks like Goonie with a shorter beard, bro. I swear.
Yo, that's rough, man. He's probably a better defender than him still.
All right, mate. Trust me. He's probably got better passing as well.
Shout out Rick as well. I've held this for a while. He said, honestly, Lee, the more I watch Arsenal, more I see how they fuck games they can make a statement in. Liverpool twice, City, Chelsea, Villa, quality in the Prem, all-time low.
Facts. When we played Liverpool at Anfield, we didn't even try and play the game. Yeah, and then it's, but fine margins. Yeah, Szoboszlai slapped it top bins. Cool. He'll never do that ever again. The same as Rice against Real Madrid. He's never doing that again, bro.
Still haven't scored a free kick since. Neither of them.
Neither. Szoboszlai, when he got one the other day against us, yeah, right? I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, it's the same spot. Zubimendi again fouled him. Yeah, if he pings this, I said, I'm flipping the table. I'm ending the stream. Yeah, and then he put it over the bar. Then he had another one. He spanked it 20 yards wide. Yeah, but even
I didn't even bother stream that one. I knew it was going to be a horrid watch. Slot's playing like Arteta, and Arteta plays like Arteta. There's no point.
But this is the thing. Both of them games we didn't try. The Man City game, one of the first games of the season. Yeah, we equalised Martinelli right at the death. Yeah, nice goal. Didn't the keeper? Yeah, right. But again, Yeah, we were not good. The Chelsea game.
Took a Donnarumma mistake. He's the one that got caught out. He had a great game, but he fucked up at the end.
Every corner, he parried everything. Yeah, then the one mistake he made, bang, goal, equaliser 1-1. If he stays in his line, it's 1-0, and we're what, fucking 3 points worse off, or 2 points worse off. Actually, no, it would have been 1-0. So yeah, we would have been 1 point worse off.
Looking at the table, you guys are, I think, still 5 points clear of them, right? So
We'd
yeah,
be
that'll
1
be 2
point
points
worse off.
off.
But they'd catch up. Yes, right. Yeah, 2 point swing. We'd be 1 point worse off. There'd be one. Oh, hang on. There'd be 2 points. Fucking hell, what am I doing?
Either way, the title race just be a lot tighter than it is now.
Yeah. So yeah, it'd be a 3 point swing. So there'd be 3 points behind us. Yeah, the Chelsea game at the Bridge pissed me off. Yeah, how the fuck are we not winning that game? Yeah, it would have been a 3 point swing.
Everything that you got correct. I was sitting there when that Caicedo got that red, like, yo, we're actually going to give them everything they said was going to happen. Fuck this.
I was gassed when he got sent off. I was like, I told you they're fucking shit. We're going to do them. We're going to do them. But then ultimately, my manager goes back to default.
You should have capitalized. The Bridge was rocking until that red, and you just heard the whole crowd go silent. We were like, shit, we're fucked here. And then the Chalobah goal out of nowhere just rose everyone up again. It was like the Undertaker.
Yeah, but then as soon as we go a goal behind, all of a sudden we want to play ball. Yeah, why don't we play ball, wipe everyone to pieces? Because if we play ball, we'll piss this title, Lewis. Yeah, if we play football like we did before the Qatar World Cup, we walk this league.
You might do us in the first leg if you take it seriously. Now I believe we've got a chance of getting through on both sides because I think you're going to come here for a draw.
Every time this mate, that last super chat, yeah, was it Rich? Yeah, that last super chat, yeah, spot on. Every time, Rick, sorry, every time we have a chance to make a statement, yeah, it reverts back to type. Yeah, don't lose. How do we play Liverpool off the park in the first half the other day? Yeah, yeah, they hit the bar. That was our cock up, our goalkeeper and Sleeper not talking, right? Other than that, they did fuck all first half. We're sitting there going, right, second half, we're going to come out, we're going to demolish them. Yeah, up the tempo a little bit, be a bit more clinical, yeah? Instead, he just parks the bus. Weren't trying to press. Yeah, we didn't have a shot from 44 minutes plus the 2 added time, yeah, until the 85th minute. Not a single shot. We're trying to go 8 points clear. If we go 8 points clear, that's 3 wins, Lewis. Yeah, 3. Now, Man City in their head are going, they ain't going out and scoring 10.
And you look at the game City have got coming up, that would probably extend.
Yeah. Instead, he goes, fuck it, get out of here with a draw. Why? Because he's so petrified of losing, which is cool. I understand, yeah. But if he had gone and thrown the kitchen sink at it and we'd lost 1-0, not one Arsenal fan, including me, would have sat there and gone, fair, like, fucking us taking the piss. We would have gone, Alisson had a worldie of a game. Yeah, and they just done us on a counter and they scammed a goal. Yeah, but at least we tried. Every single time this guy gets into a position when it matters to make a statement, he reverts to type, bro. Yeah, park the bus, stay compact, bring on defenders, bring on like for like. Yeah, he took off in that game, Gyökeres and brought on Jesus. He took off Odegaard and he took off Saka. Brought on Madueke, he took off Gyökeres and brought on Jesus, and he took off Odegaard and brought on Eze. Is that attacking? It's like for like. He should have took Zubimendi off, yeah, and then brought them on. Yeah, because now you're taking your DM off. Yeah, now that's an attacking sub. Yeah, and then bring them on. That is so jarring, bro, because I know we're that close to being fucking good. Yeah, I know we're that close.
This leads me to one of the big questions I wanted to ask you going into this. What game is Arteta viewing as more important? Because we're going from a Wednesday to a Saturday, and you've got you've got a difficult game yourself away at Nottingham Forest after that against Sean Dyche. And we know, like, Arsenal and Arteta, Arsenal as a fan base too, you guys have a bit of a snobbish attitude towards the Carabao Cup, where you guys don't really take it too much seriously, and you see it in the amount of times you've won the competition and how far you've gone with it under Arteta. So, what game is Arteta? I know which one you are. You're going to look at what's in front of you. What game do you think Arteta is going to look at as bigger?
Forest. Yeah, bear in mind, yeah, we got Inter Milan on Tuesday. We got 3 games in 6 days. We got Inter Milan away on Tuesday. Yeah, so yeah, we play you tomorrow, then Forest on Saturday, late kickoff. Then we got Inter away on Tuesday. Yeah, he's taking that Forest game seriously. Yeah, what he should be doing, yeah, is throwing all of his eggs in that League Cup basket. Yeah, because because that is a 2 games. That's 2 games. Yeah, you got Chelsea home and away. Yeah, now it's a chance to get to the final. You can put that to bed. You can carry on with the rest. Yeah. Then it gives you the mentality, right, we're in a final. We've made a final. Yeah, if you fuck up against Forest, cool. Whatever. Yeah, it ain't cool, but it's cool. Because now you've made a final.
I hear you. Just give me a second. Still here.
Yeah, I'll carry on. Yeah. Inter Milan, yeah, I couldn't give a fuck if we lose that 5-0, mate. We're through anyway. We're through anyway. Yeah, I don't want to see Declan Rice play that game. I don't want to see Gabby or Timber play that game. Yeah, because we're through. Yeah, so what's the point? Big up Rashid in the chat as well. My guy, bruv. Lee Arsenal and YouTubers age like fuck.
There we go. Sorry about that. Inter Milan, you said. Wait,
I
so how
give a
far are
shit.
you clear from top 8?
We're way clear, bro. I think we've already qualified. I think we've already qualified.
You guys ain't gonna take that one serious. You're gonna focus on the Forest game, though.
No, he's going to take that in the Milan game seriously. I'll tell you why. Yeah, because last season when we got knocked out to PSG, yeah, he said that their bench said we're the best team in Europe. He wants that number 1 spot, yeah, because of his ego. That number 1 spot in that group stage. Say, see, we're the best team in Europe.
Yeah, you guys
That's how
can't
it works, bro.
top 8 now. Goal difference is already nutty enough.
So I'm saying, bro, Atleti are 8th, yeah, right? There's 6 points behind us. There's 2 games to go, bro. Yeah, we've got a plus 13 on them.
Yeah, the only you could only drop lowest, I think, would be 6th, realistically.
Liverpool, we've got a plus 13. Yeah, so we're qualifying anyway. So I'm saying, bro, and we've got High Rec coming up at the end of this month at home. They're from Kazakhstan.
Well, then you got United after that too. It's a Tuesday, Sunday though. You'll be well rested for that.
But that's what I'm saying, right? Declan Rice rested at the weekend. Thank fuck for that. But Simba came on. Why? Okay, cool. Ben White he's been in that team. I kind of get it. Why is Gabby starting? Why? Plays 70 odd minutes. Gabby Magalash. Why did he play 70 odd minutes? Why? Yeah, I don't want to see Gabby against Inter Milan. I don't want to see Timber against, and I don't want to see Rice against them. Yeah, we're qualified, bro. He wants that number 1 spot. We conceded 1 goal in 6 games in the champs.
Yeah, you played Gabriel 70 minutes, and then he's going to have to play the Chelsea game too because you're already light as fuck at the back.
Yeah, then he's going to have to play the Forest game.
In this game.
Then he's going to play the Forest game. Yeah, and I guarantee he starts against Inter. Yeah, and then we've got Man United.
Might be able to play 2 games back to back at that point.
Then we've got Man United. We've got Man United coming up. We've got Leeds away coming up. That ain't fucking easy. Calvert Lewin's on smoke right now.
Yeah, and we know about Leeds.
Kairat, yeah, rest everyone.
You're facing one of our youth players, Baby Aguero, bruv. That's and Satpive and all that.
Baby Aguero. That's my point, yeah. It's like, bro, it's so jarring. Yeah, the way he's managed his team so far this season has been a fucking shit show. The fact we're top of both, yeah, and in a League Cup semi-final, fair play to him. Yeah, fair play to the players. But it also shows the lack of quality for the rest of them, which I couldn't give a shit about.
I also think you guys
if we win something, I don't care about the rest of the quality. This is what I'm saying, Lewis. And this is why when people are talking about quadruples, trebles, doubles, how about the first game is tomorrow, mate? Get a positive result there. Yeah, it wouldn't be.
That's what Rosini said as well, too, to be honest. He handled the presser really well. So I'm not thinking about anything ahead of me, the game in front of me, and then the next game in front of me, and then the next game in front of me. You think too far ahead, you leave nothing.
I've not seen this presser today. Yeah, but the first game is Chelsea. Well, it's a chance to make a statement again, yeah, in the first leg. If we go and get a win, yeah, if we go 2-3 goals up against you, you're done. Yeah, you ain't no way you're beating us at the Emirates by 2 or 3 goals. It ain't happening.
Oh, yeah, if you win by 3 goals, I'm shifting my second leg ticket. Fuck
even
that.
2 goals. Bro, we haven't lost a game at home, yeah, at the Emirates this season. We've only drawn 2 league games this season. That was to Man City and Liverpool. We've won the rest. Yeah, we beat Atleti, we beat Bayern. Yeah, we beat Olympiacos as well, I think, at home. I think we've won every game apart from Man City and Liverpool this season. And both of them games we should have fucking won. Yeah, so at home, we're very good. Yeah. We're lucky at times. Oh, Villa. Yeah, Villa, Villa we slapped at home. We slapped them 4-1 at home. Yeah, we slapped them 4-1 without Declan. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Declan Rice needs a rest, bro. Drop him against Inter. Drop him against Kairat. Yeah, he got dropped against Portsmouth. Yeah, we got 9 games this month. We've still got fucking, 5, 6 games left this month. Yeah, 6 games, I think it is, or 5 games. Like,
I'm trying to skim read through Arteta's press conference. He's just waffling about winning the Carabao Cup and what it will do for us. He don't even sound like he's got a lot of belief in it.
Bro, he couldn't give a shit about this competition. He couldn't care less about the FA Cup either.
He said if you get to the final and get over the line and win it, it brings energy, belief, and the sense that everybody is very important and playing part of it. Now, what does that even mean, though? I'll leave the rest for it because I know you got your press conference reaction, but what does that even mean?
Now, bro,
everyone feels very important, at least. It's about winning fucking trophies and building a winning mentality.
This guy talks like he's AI. You know, ChatGPT. Yeah, that's our manager, bro. Yeah, that's why I do. I
ChatGPT questions.
Yeah, but this is the thing. I said this the other day, right? Me and Ola were sat there, and I said it would not. You see, when you see the staff, behind like the coaching staff, you have all the analysts, and they got their iPads and all of this. And you're like, who the fuck's that bird? Who's that geezer? Who's that? Yeah, I'm convinced. Yeah, they are sitting there watching social media during the game to see what the narrative is. Then the rest of them, are listening to what's going on in the crowd. Yeah, because I have never seen Odegaard and Bukayo Saka double sub at the same time in a game ever. Yeah, when we need a goal and we're drawing the game. They both got subbed off against Liverpool when we need a goal and we're drawing. Liverpool at home to go 8 points clear. We take off Saka and Odegaard. Bro, everything about my club is a fucking snide. It's a fugazi. Yeah, they play up to what social media is saying. Yeah, Man United do the same. Your club's going down this route. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We had a 2-hour Palmer debate on my channel, and during that we got briefings about Palmer playing injured with a groin problem. And we're like, yo, this is a bit coincidental. All right, though, I'm glad we got to hear it. At least I know what the situation is now. But
yeah, but do you believe it, though? Do you believe it, though?
Yeah, it would make sense. Like, you told me he can play 90 minutes. I haven't seen him play 90 minutes since. I would have felt that had something to do with the... Oh, no, he played 90 minutes against Man City and nobody else. Everything else was off within like 60 or 50 minutes or something along the line. He's barely playing to his previous level. And, like, he's looking a lot lazier out of possession, which might also be the medical team telling them not to exert too much energy. So it would make a lot of sense to hear that. Because you told me one thing and you've done something completely different. He's still a doubt for this game. He might miss another Chelsea-Arsenal match.
The amount of times, our manager sits in a press conference and they ask him a question about, what about this player? Oh, you need to speak to the doctors. Okay, cool. We'll bring the fucking doctors to the press conference then.
Yes.
But they never go back on
the sporting directors and the medical team for the press.
Yeah, but then you're the manager of the club, mate. So you're telling me that you don't liaise with the doctors? You know what's going on, so stop lying. But most of these dickheads that sit in our press conferences...
There's managers and there's head coaches now.
But most of these idiots that sit in the press conferences, they're all premeditated. You have the comms guy, the communications person, right? He turns up an hour late. Yeah, he's already been briefed by somebody else that this is the line of questioning. Yeah, and there's always a narrative. Yeah, on our press conferences, I guarantee you, 90% of the questions he was asked are nothing to do with the game. How important is it? Now Jesus and 29 are back. What does
he did get asked about Xabi Alonso leaving Madrid?
Exactly. What's that got to do with anything? Yeah, you get questions like this. Yeah, with Jesus and 29 back, what does this mean for Jokeris?
They asked him about playing Libra Senior in the final when you guys won the FA Cup in 2014.
So what's that got to do with the game tomorrow?
How do you feel about managing against someone you played against in an FA Cup final? Must feel like a nice occasion and all that.
Just enjoy the atmosphere, guys. Do you know what I mean? What a load of bollocks. Bro, this is why I do the press conference reactions, I decipher bullshit into English, because this guy talks in riddles. He never answers a question properly. He never answers one properly. They had all the questions from Tom Canton, Harry Symeou, Charlie Boy Watts, James Benge, TalkSport Moose, all of these people that sit in these press conferences, David Ornstein, people chat shit, bro. And they're not allowed to say Yeah, and they don't even care because they're just nicking a living themselves because they were doing a shit job before. Now they've got a VIP AAA pass and they're talking to Super Duper Mick and get to watch the games for nothing. Yeah, in the ground. Yeah, it's jarring, bro. Yeah, and all of this has been manipulated over the last 20 years. Yeah, it's happening at your club. Lewis, I promise you, in 5 years' time, yeah? Not even that. Look at the state of your club now from when it was 3 years ago. Yeah, since Blue Coat coming, look how different your football club is with the PR, the PR, the PR, the PR. And what happens is, yeah, people that go against the PR are deemed toxic, negative, not a Chelsea, not Arsenal, not Man United fan, whatever club it is. No, you're just doing it for clicks. Mate, I've got a personality. Can you imagine if I was a top gooner? I'd be on 1 million subs. Yeah, bro.
If you guys win the league, you're probably going to do the highest numbers you've ever done on the stream. Ever.
Facts. One of my highest viewed videos.
The Champions League stream, I had half the subscribers I had now. That's still one of my highest viewed ever streams. And it was the day after because I was in Porto. It was a whole 24 hours. And we still hit those numbers.
One of my highest viewed videos, or two of my highest viewed streams, sorry. Yeah, was the FA Cup semi-final. I'd done nearly 100K. Yeah, and I had 20,000 subs, Lewis. Yeah, I was in Seville.
Well, you did how much?
Nearly 100K views. Yeah, and the FA Cup finals done nearly 100K views. Yeah, and I had 20K subs. 20K.
There's still a narrative that you only do well and the team's losing because everyone thinks it's still the old AFTV days back for a decade.
Well, apparently I'd twerk for rivals, but every stream I'll sit there going, fuck Chelsea, fuck Man United, and fuck Tottenham. Yeah,
well, you were saying you're going to whoop us by 3 goals and all of that. You didn't get the red card one correct. Fair fucking play on that one.
That was mad. And I said the player as well. I couldn't. Yeah, everything was going down that route. Yeah,
I was in that moment going, I swear, if we lose by 3 goals, I ain't going home. I ain't going home. I'm going on a walk. I don't care where I end up. Fuck this shit. Because no way. I had so much receipts lined up for fucking Caicedo to get a red. It was livid. I had a whole 8-minute video on troops just cussing out my club. Everything dead because I won dumb red.
Mad, isn't it? And then my manager reset factory settings back to default. It's jarring.
Save us for hiding. I'll be real. I still don't know how we left that one with a point.
Yeah, but this is what we do, bro. Yeah, this is what we do. It happened last year. Yeah, we were dominating the game. Neto, bang, out of nowhere. One fuck up.
Yeah, but at least that one, I thought you were more likely to win that. Like you had the Havertz chance nearly at the end. You nearly left with a Havertz 96-minute winner. God forbid.
Yeah, but don't worry, man. He's back to save us this year. Like that's worked in the last 2 years.
I'm so glad he's at the bridge so I can boo him this time. I didn't get to boo him in November, man. I can't wait for that. This time the bridge's not going to be 50-50 about it.
Why would you boo him? He won you a Champions League. That's so toxic, right?
Fuck that guy, bro. I hated him before he left.
Yeah.
When he started shooting us, I weren't even mad like that. I was like, cool, you man said he won us the Champions League. That's your baby, bro. Hold that. The same thing we're doing the Gallagher stuff. These man were doing fucking if they sell Connor, we riot. All for Conor Gallagher, and now he's off at Tottenham. Hold that, bro.
Yeah, but
that wasted 7K on a banner for him. They didn't even give Kante one, but they gave him one.
How much?
I think it was 7K on the banner. I think. Or something along that sort of mark. Yeah, I can't wait to boo him as well, bruv. Like at least now I don't have to do the whole. At least he's proper Chelsea. No, he's proper Spurs. Man's going to be saying Kois into a camera in 2 days.
So
that's the guy Chelsea fans wanted to martyr. Hold that.
So you got money. You got Money Mace wearing number 7 at OT. Yeah, and you got Conor Gallagher. Yeah, strolling around White Hart Lane, and you got 29.
The Bermuda Triangle.
You got it ready. I didn't even know you had
the ball disappears inside of that. Pause.
And you got 29 rolling around at Arsenal. Yeah, these were Chelsea fans' go-tos, you know, proper Chelsea and that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I told you, you've moved into the blue Arsenal. I keep telling everyone.
Every single stand base. Let's go.
But this is why I don't overhype players real quick. I know Savio's a supporter. I don't need anyone to tell me. I told everyone Welbeck's a baller. Yeah, how's that working out? Oh, he's still a baller. Cool. Like I'm saying, I've told everyone all season, yeah. In fact, for 18 months, I've predicted every injury my club will get in the order that they've happened. How can I predict that?
The order?
In the order they've happened.
Okay, that's a crazy one. Predicting the injuries, I mean, you could kind of go off that a little bit.
I predicted the injuries. Anyone who watches me on a regs, yeah, have I predicted the injuries for the last 12 to 18 months in order? Yeah, real talk. I'm not even taking a piss, Lewis. Yeah, I predicted the injuries.
I'll take your word for it. You know them ones. That's crazy.
Abdi's in your chat. I did.
Yep, there's the chat. Yep.
How do I know? And I'm not in the club every day. Yeah, big up Yasser, bro. How? How do I know this?
Thing, bro. So
Man said, who's next? I've already predicted it. It's Saliba, bro. Yeah, he was out injured at the weekend. He's a doubt for tomorrow. Why? Because he weren't fit when we played him against Liverpool after he got he was injured in the warm-up. Yeah, because he shouldn't have been in the warm-up because he was injured. Yeah, now he's been in and out the team since. Yeah, and I'm telling you now, yeah, I predicted Calafiori would last less than 5 games. When he came back, he lasted 1. Yeah, he lasted 1, bro. How can I predict this? How? How is this even possible?
That box, man.
Yeah, but what it is, Lewis, yeah, people just sit there and go, you're negative. No, I'm real, bro. I've been watching football nearly 40 years. I know when a player ain't right. I know you can't keep running up. Ben White is washed at this football club. Yeah, Saka is on the verge of being dusted. Yeah, that guy's hamstring's finished. Yeah, and this is the thing. Yeah,
ruined that brother. It's actually insane the damage he's done to his long-term career. But that's why with Esteban, I'm like, yeah, you sit on the bench, just Palmer. Look, bro, you might have to as well. And I'd rather you do that instead of like aggravating this groin problem to something where it's an even bigger injury that takes a bigger chunk of your career out. Fuck that. Sit on the bench, bro. Like, I get it. I knew we were going to have fucked injuries because we played the most games in the Premier League in the last year. We've had a whole World Cup, a 10-day preseason. Work with it. If I have to rest players, fine. If it costs me games, I will firm it because you won the World Cup. It's worth the sacrifice. Fine. But don't run my players into the ground. Fuck that.
I'll give you another example, yeah? I said Gabriel Magalhaes should get injured. Yeah? A week later, he got injured. How did I know that? Yeah, because he played 90 minutes in pre-season, bro. Yeah, after coming off of a fucking grade 3 hamstring. Yeah. He played 90 minutes in pre-season. I said, that guy's going to get injured next. Yeah, 1 week later, bang, he's injured. Why? Because he averaged 80 minutes in all 17 of our League and Cup games at that point. Why? You're coming on and playing against Port Vale. What the fuck are we doing? Yeah, it's easy to predict when you've seen a pattern. Yeah, you played 90 minutes after a grade 3 in pre-season. So you had nothing. 90 minutes. Now you're playing 90 minutes week in, week out. Or averaging 80 minutes in every league game and cup game. Yeah, Champions League, League Cup, so on, yeah? I'm like, he's going to get injured. Because your body can't do it, Lewis. Yeah, same with Saka. Yeah, same with Timber. Same with Ben White. Ben White's finished. Ben White was the best right back in the league. There's not the season gone, the season before. Yeah, him and Trippier. Yeah, this guy was them fucking ruined by this manager, and he looks a shadow of himself. Yeah, he may go back to a decent level. Saka, I've said this for years, yeah, for the last 2 years, 18 months. I've said we've seen Saka's peak. He ain't going to get any better.
Yeah,
he ain't getting any better.
That was it.
He ain't getting any better, bro. Yeah, he will not get better. Saliba, I knew that injury. Yeah, we forced him to play and he lasted 4 minutes. Yeah, Mosquera came in. Yeah, another one, by the way, I predicted. Mosquera, I said, guarantee he gets injured in the first 10 games. Yeah, and they were like, why? I said, he's never had an injury in his entire career. So guarantee he's injured. Bang, next game, injured. Bro, because what a fucking mile away. Bro, I have predicted every single one near spot on.
You're not betting on this shit, man.
Yeah, but bro, the thing is, I'd rather they stay fit and win us the league, yeah? And
obviously. You're not calling it because you want to see it.
No, but then people go, oh, you want them? Oh, you're wishing injury. No, my want to win a trophy is bigger than my want to get this manager out of the club. I said, yeah, win the League Cup, keep him. This not a guy, we want majors. Well, who's negative then? Yeah.
That's an Arsenal bit. I will sit on Xbox with my mates and play pro clubs, and they will sit there and tell me I'm not celebrating if we win the Carabao Cup. Okay, cool. But if I win the Carabao Cup, now I've got more major honours than Arsenal. This is what happens when you take trophies seriously. We're 30 for 30 right now.
And right, actually, we got one more than you. We got the Fairs Cup, so that's one more.
It's not a UEFA tournament.
Yes, it is. And I listen, it's a major honour, bro. It was back then, you know what I mean?
I checked it. Like the Interfairs Cup, it weren't run by a UEFA forum or nothing.
It was still a professional trophy. Played on professional rules.
It's not registered by UEFA or FIFA.
No, not now, but it's still a professional trophy played on professional rules when it happened. So we're one ahead.
Well, what was it? It was the Fairs Cup Committee. They were the organisers.
It was a professional trophy back then, played on professional rules.
Hey, bro, all I could do is look at the research, and where is it?
No, it's a professional trophy played on
Fairs
professional
Cup
rules.
Committee. The organisers. There weren't no UEFA. There weren't no FIFA.
It's what it is.
And then it got superseded by the UEFA organised in UEFA Cup. That was it. Got superseded.
It's what it is. But no, this is
yeah,
my
we're
thing with
30
it,
for 30, bruv.
No, we're 31 and 30. Yeah. But either way, yeah, you're right. This is what happens when your club take trophies seriously. Yeah. Well, when I was in Barcelona with North, yeah, there was a guy we met there. Yamin, he's a Man City fan. He lives in Croydon, or lived in Croydon, yeah. Bless up to him, he's a real one. Yeah. When you go out there, you'll see him, and yeah, he's a G, bruv. Yeah. And I sat there and he said, all of my mates here that are Arsenal fucking hate you. Yeah, I was doing an in real life stream, yeah, at the time. I said, when we end this stream, yeah, phone the one who hates me the most. I said, I guarantee you, he says, if we win the League Cup, it's not enough to keep him. Guarantee if Arteta leaves, he wants Luis Enrique. And if he wins the Champions League, you don't want to give him a statue. I said, well, I'll give him a statue if he wins it. If he wins the League Cup, it's enough to keep him. Yeah. And I want Luis Enrique. So we phoned him, FaceTimed him. Yeah, he said, Luis Enrique, no statue, and sack him regardless of the League Cup if it's only League Cup. I said, well, who's negative then? Because it sounds like you're negative, mate. Yeah, I said, where'd you see my content? Did you watch it? Now I see the clips. That's the problem, Lewis. They only see the clips on TikTok and they think I'm negative.
Yeah.
If they watch my content, I'm positive 9 times out of 10, bro. I predicted a win this season. I think it's only been about 4 games I've not predicted a win. Man City, I didn't predict a win, I don't think. Yeah, Aston Villa, when Declan won in the team, we walloped him 4-1. Yeah, I predicted a 2-2. Then when I see Declan won in the team, I said 2-1 Villa. Other than that, I'm kind of struggling. Yeah, Bayern Munich, I don't think I predicted a win. Maybe Atleti. Yeah, other than Everton, sorry. It was, Atleti I actually did say we would win. No, actually, I did predict a win against fucking Bayern. I said we'd beat them 3-1.
Did you?
Yeah, but there's been about 3 or 4 games where I've not predicted a win, but I'm negative, innit? And that's what it is, Lewis, yeah? These men don't watch me. Yeah, but I'm the biggest problem. No, your manager can't win a trophy. It ain't my problem. He can't win it, mate. Yeah? You know what I'm saying? I predicted a Bayern win.
Speaking of that, because I see Timmy's been spamming this for a minute. He said he ain't said anything about this game. So, this game, and I want to know where your energy's like for this, because I feel like I've noticed the Arsenal fans don't really seem to be talking with the same chest that they had in November. So I want to know, do you still think the same thing that you thought would happen in November is going to happen now? Do you think it'll be a 3-goal swing and a red card sort of situation? Especially since we got no manager now and we got no Caicedo and Cucurella's already playing with like half a tank left.
What about Gusto? Is he? Because somebody in my chat was saying Gusto
and Reece are both like they're having final checks.
And
but I'd
Palmer as
assume
well, right?
Reece should play because he didn't even touch the pitch against Charlton. So I don't know what the situation is with him.
I need to see the starting 11 before I decide what the score is going to be, because this manager could do a madness and just throw a load of fucking weirdos in there. Yeah, like if I see Norgard in that team, Jesus Christ.
I heard people say Norgard centre back potentially.
No, please. Yeah, because like and people have asked me all season, yeah, like what's your score predictions and what how do you think? I'm like, I need to see the starting 11. Yeah, because whilst I sit here with chest, yeah, I think we can beat you and we should beat you. We're better than you. Yeah, it's Chelsea at the bridge, and we drew with you with Caicedo getting sent off. Yeah, so even though Caicedo is not playing, bro, you've still got 11 men instead of 10. Yeah, so you've got an extra man to replace your red card from last time.
Yeah. Like we'll put Reece James in the midfield with Santos, and it's not going to be the same as Caicedo, but we should get by with that.
The thing is, yeah, I know how my manager works, isn't it? He'll revert to type. I reckon he's going there for a draw because he knows that a home record is ridiculous. Yeah, so I reckon, and he's looking at one eye on the weekend. Yeah, 3 games in 6 days is not easy, bro. Yeah, especially when 2 of them are actually. Hold on, is the Forest game away? I think is it 3 away games?
Yeah, it's away.
Right, 3 away games in a row, you know.
Yeah.
Then 3 home games. So Chelsea away, well, that's round the corner. Yeah, Forest is not too far. But then Inter, yeah, we've got 3 away games in 6 days. Yeah, and you know that after that Chelsea game, we haven't had time to train, guys. We don't do any training. Okay, cool. So if we don't do any training, how comes every fucker gets injured in training? Yeah, how comes everyone gets injured in training?
It depends on what he defines as training.
Yeah, bro, the guy's fixing fucking riddles. Yeah, I swear, he's a riddler, bro. Yeah, I'm confident we can beat you over the 2 legs, and I'll be real. I think we will make the final, and if we make the final, I don't give a shit who we get. I think we'll win it. Yeah, because it's Wembley, bro. We're good at Wembley.
I think it'll be Newcastle anyway. City don't have the depth in defence to get by Newcastle.
I know. See, I think Newcastle lose tonight.
I don't know, man. I just think that back line, there ain't no way they could do Newcastle twice. They already lost up there the last time.
They don't do well away to Newcastle, to be fair.
They've got like United. Yeah, they got United end of the week. I think something's
do you know
just
the reason do you know the reason I think that they'll do them? Yeah, it's because they scored 10 goals the other day, bro. Yeah, they scored 10. Yeah, so now they're confident. Yeah, the confidence is flowing. And it was like fucking all open play goals as well. Yeah, so it's
I hear it.
So
opposition aside, like you're still going to come out of a 10-1 and be over the moon regardless.
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course. And listen, they're supposed to beat Exeter 10 goals. They're Man City, bro. Yeah, they're supposed
even
to.
Like, they're supposed to whoop them. Even then, being by 10 goals, I think being anybody by 10 goals is a statement. Unless you're playing like a literal, like randomly assembled side.
Facts. Yeah, but this is the thing, yeah. When was like, what's the biggest scoreline my managers had? 6-0? I think it was 6-0.
I hope it ain't the 5-0.
Yeah, but that's one of them. Yeah, I think we had a 6 against, I think it was Sheffield United. Eddie and Nketiah got a hat-trick, I think, or was that the 5?
I think you might want a Champions League game 6-0, a group stage one or something.
Yeah, we've
Timmy played 6-0. Who did you play? It was the one that Kuzanov was at before. Lons. I think it was Lons.
Yeah, Lons we walloped. And we went through a period where we walloped a load of teams after the...
And 7-1 PSV.
Yeah, 7-1. So, yeah, that's 6-0, basically. Same shit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but 6 is our biggest.
The other one. Yeah, cool.
But I think we can go and do damage. But the fact that the fact that Man City went and bagged 10 the other night, bro, that's going to give them mad confidence. When was the last time? We're talking last season, bro. What's Arsenal's biggest win this season? Leeds United 5-0, right? Yeah, and even in that game, Leeds 5-0. And even in that game, even in that fucking game, right? I swear they just fell apart. They fell apart because that game was 2-0 or 1-0. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, we just went, same with Atleti. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Same with Villa the other night. Emi Martinez drops the ball and then they just fold it and we went bang, bang, bang. Yeah. Exeter. It ain't even Exeter hype, bro. Yeah. What about Portsmouth hype then? Yeah. We should have had 9 goals in that game. If that's Man City, they would have. Yeah, we're not clinical enough. And this is the difference. And this is why the League 8 won in January.
They did open play.
Bro, we scored an own goal. Well, they scored an own goal for us. Yeah. And 3 fucking set pieces. And missed a set piece. Penalty. Yeah. When was the last time we walloped a team?
He's meant to be very good at them.
Really? Bro, I swear. Let me say this as well, man. I said on that watch along with Matty and Ola, I said he's going to the goalkeeper's left. So as we're looking at the screen, he's going to the right. Yeah. And he went to that side. They were like, everyone was like, how do you know that? Just look at his fucking eyes.
Chelsea was very good with pens, though. It's weird. He's gone to you and missed 2 in a row.
Yeah, but look at his eyes. You see where the goalkeepers are looking at their feet? And they drop down low like they're at Carney, bruv. Yeah. It's like, why don't you just stand up and don't look at their feet? Look at the eyes. Because as they're walking up, the first way they look is normally the way they go. That's how I know when a player's missing a penalty. I call it most of the time. Yeah, I'm like, he's going to that side. Yeah, because Nolly looked to that goalkeeper's left, so his right. Yeah, I said he's missing. Yeah, I said he's going to. Well, actually, I didn't say he's missing. I said he's going to the right. Yeah. So, Mr. Target.
You didn't even go on target, bro.
Right, let me go bathroom real quick, Lewis.
Yeah, no stress, brother. Big up, man. Go for a few of these supers.
Right, big up to everyone locked in as well.
Come on, G. Big up to chat, man. Make sure you smash the likes. Make sure you sub to both of these channels. They're both in the title. No stress, brother. Big up to Rooksy Pop saying Neto's useless. So inconsistent. Let's win. I'm not going to say the end, but big up. I do think Neto is inconsistent as a motherfucker. I'm with you on that. Big up to AK. Big up my G. I should have brought this up earlier. 3-1 Chelsea will destroy them bottlers. I'm thinking it's a 2-0 or a 1-0 if we're at our best. Just because I think Arsenal aren't going to attack us like that. So we might not have too much to worry about defensively. As long as Fofana ain't doing anything stupid with crosses in the box, should be relatively okay defensively. And big up to Nelk saying Esteban has more career GA. Is that true? What the fuck? That's fucking mental, man. Actually, no, why am I even saying that? Gabriel's got more Prem goals than fucking Neto anyway. No shock. No shock. What was this? Who the fuck is that? Let me check that quick. Who the fuck is that guy? Anis Haj Musa. Am I being trolled? Feyenoord. Who is he? What position does he play? He's a left-footed right winger. We're doing that again? We're doing left-footed right wingers again? I thought we were done with the wingers. How old is this guy? He's 23. Bit older than what we usually go for. I hope he's good, man. You know them ones. So this is going to be the one that we bung 60 million or some stupidness on, like we even need it. Meeting in recent days between the Blues and his agent. Happy with him. If they receive a good proposal, he could leave in the week. Fucking hell, man. You're saying Strasbourg? Why is our name being dragged into Strasbourg business again? Unless you mean we're going to loan him over there. Holy mid, man. Buy a centre-back. Fucking hell, mate. Daniel, let me see your tweet quick. Let me see your tweet. Or is that the same thing I was looking at? Was it Santia? 2 Blues, 1 X. Ooh, so you're saying we might have a shirt sponsor finally? Yeah, I know, because we own Strasbourg, but it's fucking jarring if that's the case. So Malaysia Airlines hinting at a potential sponsorship with Chelsea. Interesting. Well, comments are saying we've already signed with Pegasus Airlines, so I doubt we're going to do that over a conflict of interest. If that's the case. Let me check. Did we do anything with Pegasus? Yes, we did. Just on the 23rd. Yeah, maybe that's not going to happen. Maybe that's not going to happen. Yeah, the chat's saying Cardiff too. They said that in the comments, so you can forget that one then. Don't forget all of that. There's nothing really much else on Chelsea recently because we're not doing anything in the transfer windows. I'm not expecting us to do anything in the transfer windows. I don't even trust us to do anything good in the transfer windows, so I'd rather we just hoard our money for the sake of it. Nah, Fato, less of that one, man. Less of that. Arkeel, I hope you're at the protest on Saturday then. Because we all going to be out here. I'm going to be back here for the watch along around 2:15. But we're going to do the protest before that. I'm going to be there from about 12:30, 1. 1 p.m. I'll actually wake up relatively early for my own standards just for this one. Got to at least be there and like get my voice going early because I'm not going to be there for the end of it. Because what's the point of going to the game after that? I'm going to go to tomorrow and be okay with it. Emirates, Etihad, and we have paid. Yo, whatever they're offering us, that's all that fucking matters. That's all that matters. What else is everybody saying in here? Now we're all talking about the fucking fixture pile-up that Arsenal's got in the next week. I just hope it means that they don't take it seriously. This is why I said I low-key want Arsenal in the semi-finals. If there's one club I can trust to not take it that seriously, it will be Arsenal. Now you're telling me that they've got a Wednesday to Saturday with Nottingham Forest in mind. Now I have even more of a feeling that they won't take it seriously. And I just hope we can take advantage of that. It comes down to our forwards. João Pedro, turn up in this one because you did nothing the last time we played Arsenal. Neto Garnacho, you already know what it is. Get some consistency in your fucking bones. And yeah, Palmer, if you're fit, love to see you. If you're not fit, sit on the bench, brother. Sit on the bench. Forest might be trash, but that game is going to be trash. It's going to be like the Liverpool fucking Arsenal game. Two teams sitting back and being conservative as a motherfucker. I just hope that's the bigger priority for Arteta. Because there's one club that's disrespected this competition. It's Arsenal. And I hope they keep the same energy. You know what I want? I hope they keep the same energy. Yeah, I know Brentford's a tough game too, but like, they're prioritizing a title race. We're now in a top 4 race. With a top 4 race being in mind, focus on the cup more. And also, you could have a bad game against Brentford and still pull yourself back into the top 4 race anyway. We're dealing with a lower margin of error now than what Arsenal are doing because we're not in a title race no more. Well, in the eyes of some people, we're never in a title race. I said your owners wonder. Well, Racinia's told me we've got the squad to win. And Racinia's told me he's only focusing on the game in front of him and he's not focusing on games ahead. So, back your chat. Back what you're saying. If you're focusing on the game that's in front of you, you focus on the game that's in front of you. That's it. Yeah, I know what the owners are thinking. Fuck that. You got to endear yourself to the Chelsea fans ASAP. And if you win the Carabao Cup, but you've dropped a few games and everything, then shit, you've won a trophy. What's happened to wait until February or March? Oh, we're 13 points off third, brother. Fuck all of that. It's over and done with. It's over and done with. I think I said that from, was it Bournemouth or one of the games afterwards? I don't know. Sometime in December. Fuck that title race, bro. That's why you can focus more on the cup game because we got a lower margin for error now. Now we're talking top 4. You can not have the best result against Brentford if you've beaten Arsenal. Nobody cares. Aldini, fuck off, bro. But yeah, we were just going through some sponsorship stuff. There was nothing really too much to it.
No, sorry about that, mate. When you got to go, you got to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear
Nature
it,
took its course. But no, do you know what? You're right, yeah? Yeah, the cup, bruv. Yeah, there's no margin for error in the cup. It's 2 legs.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
In the top 4, there is margin for error. Title race, you could say there's less.
No, title race, there's still margin for error because there's still 17 games to go. Yeah, Arsenal could lose their next 2 games. Yeah, and still win the league. Lose the next 2 games. Yeah, we're out the cup, mate. Yeah, or even we could draw the next 2 games. Yeah, in the cup. Yeah, and lose on penalties. There is no margin for error. Win that trophy, or at least just get to the final. Yeah, box that off. Yeah, and we go, yep, we're going there 22nd of March, mate. Final at Wembley. Yeah, after 6 years, Lewis, yeah, with nothing. At least give like the likes of Kenny and DJ and all these other people, yeah, and all the other fans, yeah, at least give them something to go and have a look at. Yeah, and I'll believe, yeah, right, if we get to that final, we'll win it. How's that for positivity, eh? Yeah, because I know how we work at Wembley, bro. Yeah, when we go to Wembley, we're good. Bro, I was there. You was there. Yeah, 2000.
Yeah, when we go to Wembley, it's dark.
That's what I'm saying. And that's, yeah, but we're not playing you at Wembley. We're playing you at the Bridge, then the Emirates. When we played Man City at Wembley, last time we played them at Wembley, I'm not counting the Community Shield, but we beat them in that. Yeah, done them on pens.
Yeah, you do well there. You do real well there. And with Newcastle, like,
that's why. Sorry, go.
No, you go. You go.
No, I was going to say, like, the fact that Newcastle took this cup seriously again, fair play to them. Yeah, fair play to them. Yeah, and they're at home first. Yeah, which is maybe this is why I'm thinking like the home tie is maybe a hindrance. Yeah, which is why I think like we can go there. We're defensively solid most of the time. Scam a goal off a corner. Yeah, 1-0 win. Get you back to the Emirates. Game over because you ain't beating us there. You ain't beating us at the Emirates. Yeah, we have not lost all season at the Emirates. Yeah, so if we can get a win, whether it's a scammy 1-0, if we get a 2 or a 3 goal lead, curtains 100%. Yeah, 100% you're dusted. Yeah, there ain't no way you'll beat us if we go 2-0 up against you. Yeah, if we had that first time,
I don't know what my manager's on, so I don't even know too
Oh,
tough.
phone Matisse. You got Matisse's number, right? Just give him a bell, bro. Just phone him up and say, yo, Matisse, what you saying, bro?
I already told him if we don't beat Arsenal, like, yo, I'm cussing you out specifically. But
I love the fact that he's playing the game as well. Yeah, I see his YouTube earlier. Yeah, where he's like posted up him like, "Oh, taking training today." And all that.
Yeah, like he's fully embraced the gimmick, and I love it, man. There's still some people trying to be dickheads about it. But it's like, yo, it's YouTube, and the brother is the king of what's the word?
He's funny, man.
Not scripts. But he's the king of making up these skits. Yes, skits. That's it. He's the king of skits on YouTube, bro. So of course he's gonna run the fucking Rosinha thing.
Right, hopefully he's going skits after we beat you 3-0 or 2-0 or something.
God fucking forbid, bro.
But this is the thing though. If we get to Wembley, I'll be adamant we win that. Yeah, I've seen us beat you there, and that was a prime Chelsea under Conte. That was last time I went to Wembley. Yeah, we
came into that game hungover as a motherfucker, bro.
That's on Conte though. I can't lie.
Yeah, we should have lost.
You won that league 3 weeks earlier, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. And then he just allowed them to go and do what the fuck they wanted. Yeah. That Mertesacker, that was his first game of the season, bro. Man of the match. How?
And Rob Holding as well.
Yeah.
Random masterclass.
Ozil, best game of the season.
Yeah, we cleared about 2 or 3 chances off the line. I think you hit the post another 2 times. Like, yo, we don't deserve to win this.
And the maddest thing is when Diego Costa equalised, right? I was in the away end in the upper tier. Yeah, and we were just all like, it was just a collective, for fuck's sake. Yeah, straight from kickoff, hold that. Yeah, Giroud, Ramsey.
I ran for a piss, came back, just set in with my mate for a second. Like, yeah, we're coming back, bro. Yeah! From the other side. What do you fucking mean they bagged already? I didn't even catch the goal or nothing. I didn't get like 10 seconds to let it sink in. I've been holding on to that piss for a good 20 minutes.
Do you know what the thing is? Anthony Taylor's our ref. Anthony Taylor's our ref. Yeah, when we played you last time, it was Anthony Taylor who sent Caicedo off, but he didn't want to send him off. And he's been a bit sus recently with us because he obviously watches social media as well. Yeah, he ain't dumb. Yeah, and he obviously knows. Like, me and Ola were sat there the other day when we played Liverpool. I said, yo, Ola, clock who the ref is. He went, yo, let's just put our feet up. Let's bun one, innit? Yeah, let's just roll one. It's Anthony Taylor. Yeah, we've got Anthony Taylor. We know we're winning, bro. Yeah, but then when we played you, at the bridge, he was fucking, bro, he moved mad off key. I was like, yo, the envelope ain't dropped. Like,
we saw a win-loss record with Anthony Taylor. We haven't lost a game with him in about 4 years.
Yeah, but he sent off Victor Moses in that final for the second yellow for diving.
Deservedly so, the idiot. He was so
and then
dumb.
When we played you in 2020, he should have sent. There was no VAR, obviously, wasn't there? Yeah, when there was COVID times, and we won against you in 2020.
What pissed me off was he overtook the offside call for Alexis Sanchez's first goal in 2017. It was offside and a handball in the build-up.
Yeah.
And both of them didn't get called.
We don't care. We're takers. It's about time you got cheated.
No, I hear it, man. Like, we didn't deserve to win it anyway. Now, my mates are like, yo, you're waffling talking about this, the fucking goal was the only reason why. Right? Look, I get it. We deserve to lose. The better team don't always win. Let me take it to extra time 1-1 and we don't even deserve to be here. We might scam a second, run away with a cup. We don't deserve it one bit, but they can hold that. Now we don't even get that because fucking Taylor didn't cause the first goal. Now we got to look at a game that we should have lost 6-1.
We got very lucky in the 2021 though, because what's his name? Pulisic went clean through in that set in the 2020 and pulled a hamstring as he was clean through.
We got 3 injuries in that game, and
then Kovacic got stamped on by Granit Xhaka on his foot. Yeah, there was no VAR. They were both on the yellow, and he sent Kovacic off when it was the other way around. Yeah, and then Aubameyang just did a madness. Yeah, that goal, that second goal.
That injury as well killed Pulisic's Chelsea time because he was just getting into proper form. Yep. Never recovered.
That Aubameyang second goal, though. Kurt Zuma is still spinning, bro. Yeah, the way he did that all in one.
That was Rudiger's fault. That idiot ran to the halfway line to get nutmegged by Bellerin and then just left a hole in our back line. Then Christensen runs out, clatters into Bellerin and injures himself doing it. and suddenly
That's
Zuma
not made by Bellerin, you know. Do you know how embarrassing that is?
2020 Rudiger was embarrassing. Yo, he was so fucking garbage. And then Zuma's left 2v1. You either go to Lacazette and leave Ober out, or you do the reverse and Lacazette's through. Thank you, Rudiger.
Cheers, mate. Thanks very much. And Aubameyang,
Fucking
gosh,
horrible.
hold up. That goal was so cold, though. Look, it's real talk. Yeah, taking your Chelsea cap off. Yeah, that goal was cold, isn't it?
Great finish. Great finish. Nothing. The technique behind it, lovely. Fucking Rudiger had to leave our defense exposed.
But this is the thing, yeah. Like Bellerin's still playing, by the way.
Yeah, Ian Better. We dunked on him in the summer.
Yeah, bro, that guy looks like a 70s porn star, bro. Like, what is he like, bro?
You're still doing the tash and all that.
Yeah, he's got the long hair, don't care, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's got the tash, bro. He's
That's looking like early noughties Eddie Guerrero and all that.
Yeah, he does. He actually looks like Eddie.
That's fucking crazy.
A young Eddie Guerrero. It does. But Aubameyang's still bagging as well. Yeah, Aubameyang's still doing his thing, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. We had him for a whole season and had the worst goals scored in our Premier League history while he rotted on the bench for no reason.
Bro, we had him and played him left wing back under this manager after he won him that
no, it weren't that. It was because he had a bonus appearance clause in his contract that we didn't want to keep paying out.
See, we binned him off here on a free to Barca because we didn't want to sell directly to you, right? So you done a deal with Barca.
Wanted him.
Yeah, you done a deal with Barca to say, yo, you get him. He won a fucking league there, by the way. Yeah, and then you'll buy him for 12 mil, and that's what you did, bro. I swear down, yeah, we could do with Aubameyang right now, just off the bench.
You could probably still do with Aubameyang,
bro. He's balling out of Marseille, man. Him and Greenwood, mate, they're killing it at Marseille. Yeah, bro, I swear down. Yeah, you got Liam Delap and you got João Pedro. João Pedro's not a bad player, but he ain't a striker.
Yeah, he's good. He's just like, it's not working for him recently, but I've seen enough to know his level. Liam Delap, the fact that what we're saying is what he's doing now is good is saying a lot about how low he's let the bar drop. Because what he's doing still shouldn't be acceptable. But because it's better than him just trying to elbow everybody for 60 minutes, we're saying it's an improvement. Aye, man.
Yeah, but this is Noni Madueke over Saka. It's like, oh, he skips past players. Yeah, cool. What's he doing after that? Because Saka put it in the net, mate. Although not in the last 12 months. Yeah, Saka went a whole calendar year without an assist. Yeah, 30th of November
we had
last
to give
year.
That to him too.
Yeah. No, was it you? Was it you?
Yeah, you got the assist for Marino.
He fucking did. Yes, you're right. His last assist, yeah, was against West Ham the year before on the same day.
Fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Always has fucking.
Bro, but this is what I'm saying. We're just giving him 300 grand a week, you know. 300 grand a week. Bro, I understand. I understand it.
Yo, you lot might have fucked yourself.
Bro, I understand.
Like, Arteta keeps running him into the ground. You might have a little low-key Sterling situation.
I understand why we've given him the contract, yeah, because it's like
because you put Havertz in with stupid money, and now like everyone is looking at Havertz and they're like, "We called this from when you bought him."
Yeah, but the thing is, the money you had him on 250. We put him on 280, 29. Yeah.
So no, we had him on 150.
Really?
Yeah, we had him on 150. You gave him a stupid bonus for no reason.
No, that's how we sign players, Lewis. We don't win nothing, so we have to give him over the odds. Yeah, how is Jesus on 90 grand a week? Yeah, and we put him on 265. How is Zinchenko on 20 grand a week and we put him on 150? How? How'd you 7 extra wages, bro? Just like that. If you're working for a company, but you're not the manager, you're just like an office junior. That's Zinchenko. Yeah, Zinchenko's the office junior at Man City, yeah? Right? And you're getting paid 20 grand a year. Right? Now, next company coming for you that is not as successful in the last 20 years, yeah, as the company coming in for you, and they go, yo, there you go. There's 7.5 times your salary. Do you want to join us? Bro, you're running there. You're like, yo, how do I get there? Yeah, that's what we did with Zinchenko. That's what we do with all of our players. Because we're not so successful, we overpay. This is why Bert has been brought in, bro. Bert's coming to clean up shop. Mertesacker's leaving end of the season, by the way, as the academy manager. Yeah, he's going. Yeah, he's going. Yeah, he's gone. Yeah, we already sacked Jason Ito. Yeah, Berta came in. First thing he does says, yeah, bye-bye. That was Edu's assistant. I didn't even know there was a sporting director assistant, by the way. Yeah, so I didn't even know that guy existed until Edu left the club. Yeah, when you go through all of this shit, yeah, Berta has been brought in. Yeah, and he's been to most of the games this season. Yeah, because they pan in on him, innit? Because Sky and TNT love a drama, right? Josh has been to a lot of games this season, right? And I believe Josh gives a fuck to a certain level. Stan couldn't care less. He don't even know what day it is, bruv. Yeah, but at the same time, yeah, Bert has come in to rejig this. That's why he brought Eze. I don't believe the manager wanted Eze. I don't believe he wanted Noni. Yeah, and I don't believe he wanted Gyökeres. And I'll tell you why for all three. Because going back defensively, they're all shit. Yeah, Gyökeres ain't got a touch at all. Yeah, Madueke ain't defensively sound. Yeah, and he's got no end product. And we've turned an elite level striker into a fucking pony. Yeah, into a donkey. Yeah, because he can't link play. But Berta brought him. Now we've paid that money for him and put him on 200 grand a week. Now 29 and Jesus are out. What we're going to do? Put Marino up front over the star striker. He had to play him. So now what he's done is he's played the same system that he'd played with 29 in the team, where he facilitates the wingers. Yeah, then he'll run into the boxes like a Frank Lampard-esque third run. Yeah, the wingers are same with Firmino, but Firmino had tech. Gyökeres ain't got no tech, bro. Yeah, but then 29's got an half decent first touch. Yeah, but his finishing's whack. Yeah, Gyökeres' finishing is cold. Yeah, but we're not playing to his strength off the shoulder. He's like an Ollie Watkins type player, off the shoulder. Yeah, in behind. Yeah, not going back that way. He's playing the same system with any of our forwards. Yeah, as he would with 29 in that team, and he couldn't wait for 29. The first game 29 come back, yeah, this manager came out after the game and said, it's so nice to have him back. Yeah, we've really missed him, and he's a massively important player. I'm paraphrasing slightly. Massively important player for our club. Yeah, and we're looking forward to seeing him going forward. Yeah. So after game one, bro, off the bench the other night, yeah, he's already took shots at Gyökeres. Yeah, that's a signal to the board. Yeah, Eze scores a hat-trick against Tottenham, barely seen since. And then we all sit there going, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? Because he can't defend.
I think he played a part in that first Villa goal you conceded, and he's just been benched since.
Bro, he's got a hat-trick. Yeah, he did. He was awful in that Villa game, that loss. Yeah, he was awful in that game, bro. Yeah, but this is the thing, yeah? Right? One of the first games Eze played, yeah, he missed a chance. I can't remember what game it was against. I can't remember. Chat might know. Yeah, and he called Eze out. I think it might have been Tottenham. Might have been Tottenham. Yeah, and he said, oh, yeah, when he's in them situations, he needs to score.
Well, no, that was the first game. That was the Liverpool game when he came off the bench. Maybe, I remember watching your emergency meeting afterwards. He came off the bench. I think he missed a chance or he overtouched it. And then he threw him under the bus post-match.
Straight away. Why? Because he's telling Berta, I don't want him, mate. Yeah, Madueke, barely see him at all. Yeah, for the first 10 games. Yeah, then he goes and wraps one top bins the other week against Club Brugge. Yeah, and let's be real. If Club Brugge had their striker on the pitch, because they had a backup striker, then if that guy, can't remember his name, he came through City Academy, he was ripping us on that fucking right wing, yeah? Right? If they could finish a wank, yeah, they had 16 shots against us in that game. This is after the back of us coming off of, yeah, this is off of the back of us coming off of, I think 5 games out of 6 or 7 where we had 0 shots on target against us. They had bare shots against us. They had their striker on the pitch, yeah, and Madueke didn't wrap that top bins, yeah, and Martinelli wrapped one top bins. Bro, that's a totally different game. That's what I'm saying, yeah. After Madueke does that, he then scores in the second half. We didn't see him again for 2 games. Then he played the first half of a game and got hooked after 50 minutes. Yeah, then he plays the other night. We've barely seen him, bro. All 3 of them he did not want. And he's telling Berta, that board, yeah, yo, I don't want these. I'm doing it with my players. Right? He's also sat in a press conference the other day, yeah, when the window opened. Can't remember what game it was. Might have been the Bournemouth game. They said, now the window's open or whatever. He goes, well, we're Arsenal. We have to be in the market. Yeah, we weren't saying that previously, Mikel, in different Januaries when Edu was here. Yeah, and the way that when we sign players, most of the pictures you don't see. You know when they sign the contract and they've got the hierarchy around them or the manager next to them? Most of the pictures have not had Arteta in when we sign players. Yeah, it's been Berta. Some of them have, but not all of them. I think that's weird. Yeah, I think that's weird because there's something going on there. 100%. He didn't want them 3, mate. I'm telling you.
Is Berta saying, yeah, it might be Berta just saying these are my guys. These are guys that I've brought in, I've approved.
Bro, the fact that Berta's record at Atleti, yeah, in 12 years Yeah, they had only had a net spend on players of 100 million euros in 12 years. And they signed Griezmann, sold Griezmann and bought Felix. Yeah, people go, oh, but yeah, he bought Joe Felix for 120. Yeah, he sold Griezmann for 127, mate, and brought him back for 20. Yeah, bro, they sold Rodri. Yeah, they sold Mateus Cunha. Bro, all these ballers they've signed and sold, yeah. Yeah, he had 100 million net spend in 12 years as their sporting director at LA. That guy's a bad boy. Then we bring in the Napoli top boy, yeah, for hierarchy, yeah, for scouting. It's all linking up to Inzaghi, yeah, or Simeone, yeah. Somebody, if he don't win the league or the champs this season, even if he wins the League Cup, yeah, I reckon he might still be gone. Yeah, because like
I don't know, man. I've always looked at
money,
Kroenke and Arsenal and thinking it's a top 4 thing. As long as you got Champions League football, they never really seem to care. That's the Arsenal I've always known, really.
In your
And
life,
I think that's why Arteta's safe. As long as you keep top 4, he won't lose his job. There's no reason for him to.
Man said, why is this guy crying when Arsenal were first? Finessed 9773. Arsenal were first for nearly 300 days, mate. Didn't win the league. Yeah, Arsenal were first last season. Took it to the last day of the season, 1 point off or level on points. Didn't win the league. I've seen Arsenal first multiple times and not win nothing. We're in January, bruv. Yeah, I've seen my club win 5 league titles. Yeah, 89, 91, 98, 02, 04. I've seen us win 9 FA Cups, brother. That's more than your club have probably won their entire existence. What are you whopping about? Yeah, big up for Rashid, bro.
Yeah, I didn't clock that was him. Big up, Rashid.
I've seen Arsenal win the league at Tottenham. I've seen Arsenal win the league at Old Trafford. Yeah, funny enough, I wasn't born, but we actually won it back to back at Chelsea in the 30s. 2 years in a row, we won the league at your ground back to back.
Yeah.
That's why I want to win it. That's why I want to win it at Man City, because we've won it at Liverpool, we've won it at Tottenham twice, won it at fucking Chelsea twice. Yeah. Won it at Man United. The only big 6 club that we ain't won it at is Man City. So yeah, cool. Man said, why is he moaning?
Too soon for you to win it there, though. Way too soon.
That's what I'm saying. That game's in April. The only thing I ain't seen Arsenal win is the Champions League.
6 games after that.
By which time, yeah, we could be. This is the thing, though. Yeah, that's why the game against Liverpool pissed me off the other night. We'd be 8 points clear right now, sitting there going into a League Cup semi-final, and in the next round of the FA Cup. Yeah, everything could be looking rosy. We've seen this before. Do you know since he won that FA Cup, he's only won 3 first-round ties? One of them was yesterday, or the day before. Since he won that, he beat Oxford and he beat Palace, and he's beat Portsmouth.
Yeah, this guy don't rate domestics one bit. Forget just the Carabao. You don't rate domestics.
Nope.
He is like your fan base. If it ain't a champs or a prem, you don't want to hear it.
Bro, I'll say this all the time, yeah. This online fan base of ours, yeah. They've never seen us win a league, half of them. In fact, most of them, yeah. Why are you so negative? I'm 44 in June, mate. June the 5th. Yeah. I've seen us win 5 leagues. Yeah, this team ain't fucking duping me.
How old was your last prem? Were you for the last prem?
22. Half my life ago. And I'm supposed to sit here and rate this shit. I'm supposed to rate Martin Odegaard. I've seen Bergkamp and Merson and Limpar. Yeah, Rocky, Rocastle. And I'm saying I've seen Alexis Sanchez at my club. I'm supposed to rate.
Now it's 2026, and there's still Arsenal fans saying Havertz plays like Bergkamp.
You know what I'm saying, bro? I've seen Alexis Sanchez at my club. I've seen Bobby Pires, Freddie Ljungberg. I'm supposed to rate half of these players. They're shit. Yeah, Declan Rice, fairs. Timber, quality. Yeah, Gabby Magalhaes, fair play to that guy, because that guy is probably the one player that I'll sit there under this manager's reign and say, yo, what a fucking turnaround. Yeah, because that guy was a bozo, bruv. Yeah, now
Bozo Gene. Yeah,
me and Rance were calling him Bozo Gene all the time, bro. Yeah, now he's solid. He's solid, bro. He still has bozo moments. Look at the game the other day where he passed him fucking straight in against Bournemouth. Evan Nilsson scored. Then 2 minutes later, he goes and rectifies it. Yeah, 4 years ago, he would never have rectified it. We would have fell apart. So fair play to him. That's the one player I'll say, yo, you've turned it around properly. Yeah, and I got it wrong on you. Yeah, Odegaard, I called from day one. He's shit, bruv. Bro, Merson can put his boots on now, come back into that team and still be levels better than him. Yeah, Bukayo Saka's good, and he is good. Yeah, but bruv, come on, what are we doing here? Yeah, I've seen proper players in my football club. Proper players in my football club. I'm supposed to rate half of these players. Do me a favour.
I hear it. I hear it. Just before we wrap this, though, I want to get an actual score prediction.
You're going to draw me out into a score prediction.
Yeah,
okay, I'll give a disclaimer then. I'll give a disclaimer then, Lewis. Yeah, I'll give it the score prediction, but it's based on now before I see the starting 11.
Cool.
Cool. 2-1 Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal. Always predict an Arsenal win.
How negative? How negative?
Hey, I'm going 1-0 Chelsea just because I believe if you guys play for a draw, as long as Fofana don't fall asleep with cracking crosses into the box, I feel like we should be able to handle your attack. And we're actually very good at defending and attacking set pieces. It's just the long throws that suck for us. So I'll say 1-0.
We got the best long throw coach in the world now.
Yeah, but he's still going to need some time to implement his strategies and all of that crap.
Nah, don't worry about that. He was at Liverpool before that.
Yeah,
I don't know how many long throws Liverpool scored, but this is where we're at, Lewis. Yeah, we're doing long throws and corners. Yeah, we have literally moved into the North London Stoke.
Let me not say too much because right now, like, but Charlton aside, we're only really doing stuff from set pieces ourselves. This is why low scoring 1-0 Chelsea. I'm just leaving it at that. There's nothing else to it. There ain't going to be a lot of goals in this tie.
I'll give you a prediction right now, and until I see the team. Yeah, because I think he will actually put out a bit of a reserve team. He will go strong with most of the players. Yeah, but I think he will slightly tweak it a little bit. Yeah, but I reckon one of either Madueke or 29 score against you.
Oh, God forbid. I could deal with a Noni goal as much as I don't want that. But yeah, a Havertz goal, fuck that. I'll off myself. I'll straight off myself.
No, don't say that, bruv. Come on. Yeah.
Obviously.
No, he meant off his stream, lads. He meant
yeah. I'll be off YouTube, everyone. Be off YouTube. My guys. But yeah, big up every single one of you that's locked in. We're going to be back in another hour and a bit. We've got the Man City versus Newcastle op watch. Are you going live?
I'm going live with CB in 53 minutes on this channel.
All right, calm. Everybody check out CB's channel. And then we'll be back live afterwards for the second one. I'm saying Pious, whoever it is, I'll bring it up on the watch along. And we'll see you guys soon. Big up everybody. Like, subscribe.
Big up to the chat.